evening, hockey fans, and what is going on alongside Kyle Manifold? My name is Neil Villapiano, and we welcome you to a much anticipated edition of Live Watch Along right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And tonight, we have a very special game because for the first time ever, myself and Kyle, our teams are going up against one another as the Calgary Flames are in New Jersey to take on the New Jersey Devils in what should be an exciting one, not just for the fact that Yegor Sharangovich will make his, not long awaited, but his return to New Jersey for the first time since being traded in the offseason for Tyler Toffoli, but also Jack Hughes for the first time in a couple of weeks is back in the lineup after missing 11 games with a middle body injury. Again, I still don't know what that actually means, but we learn something new every day here in the world of hockey. But it should be an exciting one. Tyler Toffoli as well, once again going up against his former team, is back in the lineup after being out on Tuesday with an illness. Flames coming off a dominant win against the Bruins on Tuesday, 4-1, while the New Jersey Devils are coming off a thrilling 5-3 win at home against the Colorado Avalanche also on Tuesday. So we are in for a good one here, and also our buddy Noah is in the chat, is with us here for this one. So we got three guys doing this game today. But gentlemen, how are we doing here today on this this fine Thursday evening?
Doing good. How are you?
Let's beat them down tonight. Let's beat them down.
Oh, great. It is 2-on-1 today. Also, Kyle, I think your mic went out for a second there when you were talking.
We good?
Yeah, I think you're good now.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we are in for a good one. We are in for a good one, and I'll ask both of you guys, how do you feel about the Flames coming into this game? They came off that dominant win in Boston two nights ago, and now they're taking on a much healthier, at least from the forward perspective, New Jersey Devils team here tonight in the Garden State.
You want to go first, Cal?
Go ahead.
You know what? I mean, after the game they had on Tuesday night, it was like the best game of the season, like bar none. It wasn't even remotely close. So, I mean, but it was only one game with Kuzmenko, so we'll see how it goes tonight for sure.
Cool. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, just kind of did the whole thing on Tuesday, and we had a lot of people looking at it. I think a lot of people were just shocked by the way that Boston was playing in terms of the way that Calgary was. But on our side of it was just kind of like, all right, let's go. Like, it was certainly like probably the best game that we've seen, I don't know, in the last 2 years.
For sure. That was
And before tonight, like it was, I don't know if you agree with me or not, Noah, but it was the best game that we've seen from Huberdeau. With Kuzmenko starting the way that he did. Now we're seeing Sharangovich. I thought he looked really good on that first line. Just everything just clicked on Tuesday night, and it was the perfect time to do it against the best team in the East, and I'm looking to do it again tonight. Well,
and Jacob Markstrom gives himself an audition to be a New Jersey Devil.
Yes, of course. One of the goalies that the Devils have been linked to in trade talks is making the start tonight. He also did speak to the media prior to tonight's game and said that basically his fate in terms of this season in Calgary is up to the Flames themselves. It's not up to him. He's made that pretty much clear. So it sounds like he would welcome a trade if it happens.
Translation. He does want out, but he won't say it out loud.
He won't specifically say that he wants out. So we'll see. And I'm sure the Devils are going to get a front row seat to Markstrom here tonight. This should be a good one. The excitement, again, from the Devils' perspective is the fact that Jack Hughes is back in the lineup. Tyler Toffoli as well after being out one game with an illness. Tomas Nosek for the second time. This is his second game back from him being hurt. So the Devils are pretty much at full strength in terms of their forward core. Dougie Hamilton, Jonas Siegenthaler, and Brendan Smith are the only three players still out with varying injuries. So the Devils are slowly but surely getting back to full strength, and it should be an exciting one for the Devils. It's going to be an interesting one also with the fact that, like you guys mentioned before, Yegor Sharangovich making his return to New Jersey on a top line. He's going to get a lot of action tonight, and it'll be really interesting to see what type of performance he can put on. Wouldn't even be surprised if he ended up potting a goal or two, because that's usually how it goes when it comes to former Devils making their return. And also Blake Coleman, again, of course, is making another return to New Jersey. again, and I should mention, I don't like the guy. I don't, but I'm going to mention him anyway. Kevin Rooney, another former Devil, also making his return, but he could go to hell for all I care because he sucks. Straight up. I'm really sad that AJ Greer is hurt because I absolutely love AJ Greer. I think he's awesome. I think he's a hell of a player, but that's just life in the big city. And who knows, maybe a couple other current Devils will be on their way to Calgary within the next month. We are 1 month away, guys, by the way, from the trade deadline.
Let me just add this in for a second here, Neil, and talking about Kevin Rooney, right? It was the first day after Johnny Gaudreau announced he was not coming back. What is the first thing the Flames do? They signed Kevin Rooney.
They must have seen something in him when he played in New Jersey. I don't get it. I don't get it. He's not that good. Everybody, now look, Kevin Rooney's one of those guys that isn't very good, plays in the fourth line, and is really good looking, and a lot of girls like him. I understand it. I've just called it like it is. I call it like I see it. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm being honest. That's just where it is. So, nonetheless, guys, really quickly here before we get underway, my score prediction for tonight, I'm going to go with a 4-2 win for the Devils. It's going to be a back and forth game. I think both teams are going to have a lot of good opportunities, but I think the Devils are going to find a way with Jack back in the lineup, gaining some energy and momentum. I think they're going to come away with a win. So, what say you guys?
You know what? I think Jacob Markstrom's going to put up a really good audition to be a New Jersey Devil, and I think he's going to post a shutout by a 4-0 score, and the Devils are going to be like, we need this guy. We need this guy in their team.
Yeah, I think Markstrom will let in an early goal because I've seen that happen way too often. Flames have won 5 of their last 7. I think they make it 6 tonight. I think Calgary wins this game. I think I'll say 5-3. Empty netter.
Fair enough. All right, so this should be a good one. Again, Jack Hughes in the lineup. We'll see. He's playing on the third line, at least in name only. He probably will play a lot tonight, knowing how this goes. But he's playing on a line with Toffoli and Alexander Holtz. It should be a good one. Sharon Govich and Nico Hischier, former teammates, they are at center ice waiting for this one to get underway. Andrei Kuzmenko on the right, Huberdeau on the left, Bratt and Palat are the line mates with Nico Hischier. Puck is dropped, and we are underway in this one between the Devils and the Calgary Flames. So, I like to ask this, early on here as this game gets underway. What are you guys looking from the Flames' perspective here in the early goings of this one?
Well, we'll see if Kuzmenko and Huberdeau and Sharon Govich can really click on the same level as they did on Tuesday night. Like, that's the one thing that I'm really, really anxious to see if that can happen again.
Yeah, I want to see, for me, even on Tuesday, I was saying the whole stream, it wasn't the result that really mattered for me. I just wanted to see, if Kuzmenko can help unlock Huberdeau a little bit from him being tied down a little bit to what Lindholm just wasn't providing. So I just want to see, I just want to see some good play again tonight. I thought on Tuesday they were playing phenomenal defense. I mean, there was a 5-minute power play, right? That turned into 3 minutes, which whatever it was. There was a double minor high sticking, right? There was lots of opportunities for the Bruins to come back in that game. And I thought defensively the Flames looked unbelievable that game. So I just want to see some good chemistry again on this top 6 and just see how good defensively we can play.
There's a good shot there from Timo Meier in the slot, and it's fought up by Markstrom. Devils already with a couple of shots on goal in early going here, and Colin Miller with the puck. Colin Miller actually, in the win over Colorado on Tuesday, guys, has recorded the hardest shot of any player in the league this year at 105.3 miles per hour, and it was a shot that completely missed the net and hit the glass. So, there you go.
Good.
So that just makes Zdeno Chara's shot look like nothing, apparently. That's all I'm going to say.
So your third line, you got Hughes, Toffoli, and Holtz. Is it just about like pairing those guys with Hughes on the third line? Is it just to help kind of support him getting back into the lineup tonight?
No, it's Lindy Ruff just guessing and hoping that it works.
Oh, great. Okay.
I'm just going to be honest with you. If you watch enough Devils hockey, you know that eventually Lindy Ruff is going to do something that makes you really scratch your head and just think, he's just hoping that this works. That's really what it is. It's more of he's just hoping. As a shot there from Calgary gets blocked before it got to Vanacek. Should also mention really quickly here, I'm not entirely surprised, but I'm a little bit surprised Vanacek getting his second consecutive start. He stopped 34 of 37 shots that he faced in the win over Colorado, though I should mention that the Devils had a 3-1 lead in the third before Colorado stormed back to tie it, and the Devils still ended up winning in regulation. So we'll see. We'll see if Vanacek can play well tonight. He's going for his 18th win, if you can believe that.
Yeah, you guys need Martian badly.
Is this going to be the whole night? Just you convincing me about Markstrom? That shot there from the Flames hits off the post, 71 with the shot there, and it beat Vanacek, but it hit the far right post, and that puck goes out of play, and it looks like it was deflected out of play. So we had a face-off in New Jersey zone, but a great opportunity for the Flames. Could not cash in. Otherwise, that would have made it the 38th time this year that the Devils have given up the first goal.
Not ideal if you're a Devils fan.
No, absolutely.
Do you have the wine on you, Neil? I just wanted to bring this up because
I do not at the moment, but I will get it at a commercial break or something. I've spent literally the 2 hours prior to this game, I spent making custom Super Bowl cookies for the Super Bowl. That's literally what I've been doing until this game got underway. As a shot there from the Devils, Nico Hischier is fought off by Markstrom. As now Kuzmenko looks to come the other way, but it's intercepted by Hischier. Devils come back in. Palat waits, tries to feed it over to Brack, couldn't get it to him. Good stick play there by the Calgary defenseman. And now the Flames come the other way. Jonathan Huberdeau tries to flip it into the zone. It gets broken up. Devils now look to try to get back into the offensive zone. Delayed offsides here against the Devils, so the Flames will settle it here as now Flames have the puck up the left side here, and he'll back it in. Puck now in the left corner, right behind. Simone Nemec chips it up to Dawson Mercer. Mercer then tries to flip it up to Haula. A little bit of trouble there, but he gets it to Simone Nemec, who makes a long feed. Got a step is Timo Meier. Lost it, tries to feed it in front. Nobody home. Haula tried to get it. Now the Flames come the other way. Might be a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Opportunity here for the Flames with a shot, and that one is fought off by Vanacek. Good hustle there by the Devils to get back and at least disrupt the shot a little bit, but a really good chance on a 3-on-1. Flames still in the offensive zone. Top of the point now to Tanev. Tanev now still with it, looking for room. He'll chip it around the board to get it over now to his teammate. Turnaround shot there. It's blocked in front. Puck goes into the right corner. Is Blake Coleman now with it? Coleman holding. He'll wrap it around the boards all the way to the other side to Mr. Eat Bread. Gets it over to the left side to Noah Hannafin. Right side now to Tanev. He waits, still with it. Feeds it over to Hannafin, but it goes past him. Hannafin keeps it in, chips it back to Chris Tanev. Tanev now fighting along here with Mercer, but Eric Haula gets to it, and he'll bounce it out of the zone, and now the Devils will dump it in.
Ready with Vancouver?
I saw that Vancouver's already down. That was quick.
Already down. I wanted to bring up Danelle's comment earlier because I feel like we have to get some of the comments here. We had a lot earlier. He was just asking about your New Jersey, Neil. Get it?
Yes. So I did go to, as we get an icing here against the Devils, I did go
to my boat. Your New Jersey, get it? No?
Yeah, yeah. It's not like I've heard that one before. The black jersey, it's the same thing.
I got it.
It's the same thing. Also, it looks like Jesper Bratt might be a little banged up. He's still on the bench, but he got hit kind of awkwardly into the right boards. Anyway, so yeah, I went to the NHL store in New York City the first day that they became available to the public, and they were only selling the Fanatics jerseys, which, by the way, they do have the patch for the Stadium Series only on the Fanatics jerseys, not the Adidas ones. I don't know why. It really is screwed up as a shot there from the Devils goes wide. But nonetheless, it really worked out. I love it. Even if it's a Fanatics, I still think it's really good. As that shot there nearly goes past Markstrom. But yeah, the logo's awesome. The color scheme is great. I think this is an A+ jersey in my opinion. I didn't hear a word you said, Kyle. Can you fix that, please?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. I want to hear what you have to say. Is that shot is gloved and covered by Markstrom? Stand by here. Oh, another score update. Flyers up early on the Jets, 1-0. Just 4 minutes in. It's the Flyers.
You hear me okay now? We good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Okay. There you go. Ryan Huska, 23, 22, and 5.
Noah, you want to answer this one? Is there a chance that this Flames team will skip playing with passion and go straight to bloodlust?
What does that mean?
Man, I don't even know. I don't even know.
I don't even know how to answer that.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Can Dusty be a little clearer as to what he's talking about? Is that a movie? I feel like it's a movie reference or something.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's see. Bloodlust.
Nice, Jared. Nice. Very nice.
Well,
Hey, he got a jersey. Jared got himself.
I saw that. I saw that. Very cool. Very cool. Like I said, I really like it. Also, Dusty says, yeah, Pospisil.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to bring that up. Yeah, Pospisil from Tuesday.
Pospisil, sorry.
When he, I don't know. I remember I don't know if you got a chance to see it, Neil, but it was. I mean, at the time, I was kind of like, oh yeah, he's gonna get kicked. But then I hear from like the Sportsnet guys afterwards, like the analysts were like, oh my god, why was he kicked from the game? Like, and then they showed earlier on the year, I don't know if you remember this, Noah, when like Connor Zary was down and he got like cross-checked 3 or 4 times in the face on the ground, and this guy didn't get kicked either. Yeah. So
yes,
like,
I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, but hey, Martin Pospisil, 2-year deal. He got a nice 2-year deal. So
yeah, you know what? He punched Brad Marchand in the face. That he got,
and then he got the extension.
They saw that and they were like, "That is our type of guy."
Yeah, he got a 5-minute major and he got kicked out, and he gets an extension. Like that's amazing.
That's hilarious.
They gave him that extension in the locker room right after he got thrown out.
He cashed in massively with that in terms of
so did.
He really did. And then yeah.
Bit of a stoppage in play here, by the way, with 13 and a half minutes to go in the first period. No score.
Neil, you're a Devils fan.
Oh, here we go.
I like to think that I am, Noah.
Okay.
Not that I'm, wearing a jersey and I'm wearing these.
Damn, look at those jammies.
These are jammies. I'm wearing jammies on this stream tonight, boys. I am dedicated.
Okay, so let me ask you. So as a Devils fan, you look at both Hanifin and Tanev, both of them might be traded at the deadline. We know for sure Tanev is probably going to get traded, and then Hanifin, I think, likely is going to get traded as well. If you wanted either or, which one would you want?
Probably Tanev, if I'm being honest. And the reason and I'll explain why. Because the way that I look at it is simply that did I just see someone else pop into chat?
I'll interrupt. This is Noah's co-host. This is Connor.
Hey, we got Connor.
Hi.
What's up, Connor? How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good.
Looking spiffy.
Yeah, he's been sick, I think, for the last week. So
to answer the question, really for me, it's simply this. I think Hanifin, he fits. He doesn't fully fit what we're looking for. I mean, yeah, he has we could certainly get him and extend him, and I think that could certainly help. But I think the Devils right now need more of a physical defensive defenseman, and I think that's who Tanev is. I'm not saying the Devils are going to extend Tanev. I don't think they quite frankly should. But if the Devils are looking for rentals on the back end, then I think Tanev makes more sense than Noah Hanifin. However, if the Devils want to try to find another defenseman that will, that they can extend and keep long term, then I could see them going after Hanifin. But I would say out of those two, I'm more on the Chris Tanev train. Is an opportunity there and a great save by Markstrom as he robbed Nico Hischier. Great shot there. Sorry to scare everybody. I tend to do that. I tend to do that to everybody.
Welcome. I was gonna say welcome Connor's foot there for a minute too.
Yeah. Sorry.
Damn.
But that would So I would answer probably Tanev out of those two.
Gotcha. Okay.
Although I prefer Brandon Tanev, but that's another story for another day.
Great save by Markstrom. Oh my God, Mangiapane almost went the other way too for a little.
Yeah, Mangiapane had a step. And the pass I don't know. I mean, it looked like to me that wasn't a pass. That was just getting it out of the zone. Right. And Mangiapane just happened to be there. That's a guy I would love.
Oh my God, guys. So they did a tribute for Sharon Govich.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Makes sense. They did a tribute for Miles Wood on Tuesday when he made his return with Colorado. So it makes sense. They were going to do it. I mean, Sharon Govich is a fan favorite to this day in New Jersey.
Did you see the tribute the other day for Pierre Engvall when the Islanders
No.
were Toronto?
No, was it
They
funny?
show the whole tribute, and then they go to Pierre Engvall, and it's just him like on the bench looking at a play. Like he's not even. Like,
He's not even acknowledging.
not even looking.
My favorite player who didn't want a tribute video, this was a completely different sport, was Kevin Durant, like last week when he made his return to Brooklyn against the Nets. Didn't even look up, didn't acknowledge it. They were like announcing his name, everybody's clapping, and he's not even reacting. What was funny is that he said like on Twitter, like, please don't give me a tribute video. I don't want one.
Right.
And then Kyrie Irving, like 2 days later, no tribute video for you. You suck.
Nothing for you.
No, he doesn't deserve anything. He didn't do anything except try to play as minimal amount of games as possible. As now Toffoli with an opportunity, he's behind the net. Puck is loose, scrambling. Jack Hughes gets to it, tries to feed it to Holtz. Top of the point now to Nemitz. Feeds it over to the left side to Jack Hughes. Hughes, deflection there and a great save. Backhand try and stopped and covered by Markstrom. Tyler,
this is Markstrom's audition.
Yeah, this is bullshit. This is what it is. I swear. No, if the Devils lose, and like let's say they go with what Noah said, right? They lose like 4-0. I swear to God, the entire next 4 days is going to be why the Devils should trade for Jakob Markstrom. And I'm like, what if he just was on a heater?
Right.
Like, what if he just happened to be on a heater that night?
So if you live in Fantasyland for a minute, and that was the case, and Markstrom was on the radar, on your side, Neil, like, what does a package even begin to look like?
Well, you're getting a first round pick regardless. I'll start with that. You're getting a first round pick.
I would be getting 2 first round picks.
You'd probably be getting 2 seconds then.
Okay.
Actually, well, it's kind of hard to say.
It is hard to say.
It is hard to say because you're asking me what package I would give Calgary without really understanding what Calgary wants. What does Calgary want?
Well, you got here, so.
I mean, do you want young players? Because we got them.
I mean, on my side, it would be like you want to. I think we want as much picks as possible, and like based on the teams that need goaltending, and you see some of the prospects and down the chain of players, it's like, well, you know, we kind of want a little more than that, right? And the Devils won't give up anybody currently who, especially when you're trying to make a playoff run, like we mentioned before, you know, they're not going to give up anybody that big at this time.
No. And I've said before.
By the way, Dusty in the comments looks like he's living in fantasy land here.
I think we all are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gets it over there. It's Curtis Lazar. Backhands it into the right corner. Devils' fourth line putting on some good pressure right now.
Former Flame Curtis Lazar. Former Flame.
That is true. That is very true. Although I remember him from the Senators. And that's about it. That's how long Curtis Lazar has been in the league. He was on the Senators when the Hamburglar was in his prime.
Teams has he been with, Curtis Lazar?
Look at that. Nemitz gives a nice little bear hug to Nazem Kadri, and everyone goes for a person.
Did you guys see the comment that Kadri had the other day after the Boston win?
The hyenas thing?
Pack of hyenas. It's like we're a pack of hyenas who can take down the lion, and I'm like, okay, Nazem.
Okay, Nazem.
Is that what you said when you were in Toronto?
I just realized. Did he really just make a fucking Lion King reference?
He did.
He
A little Lion King reference.
Totally.
There was a Lion King reference, yeah.
Jared here. We have a big game tonight, obviously, between the Canucks and the Bruins. Best team in the East and the West. Who do you got for tonight?
The Canucks are going to win the game in overtime. The magic continues.
I think the Bruins bounce back after what happened.
Lindholm game winner in overtime.
Yeah, I think the Bruins bounce back on tonight. Yeah.
They're probably pissed losing to the Flames.
Yeah, they're probably pissed. I
would feel the same way, but not because it's the
Flames,
would be pissed because I'm tired of losing.
I'm surprised this game's still no score. Markstrom's been standing on his head.
Well, that save, they showed another replay. That save that he made on Nico Hischier was phenomenal. If that puck is elevated even half an inch up, that's in the back of the net.
Totally.
But a hell of a save.
Totally. Yeah.
Also, can someone tell me, out of you three, can someone tell me why he wears 25? I'm not complaining. I just want to know if there's a reason behind it.
I think that's always been this number.
Do you think that was a number he was given early on and he just stuck with it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
Matter
of fact, he had to ask Joe Nieuwendyk if he can use the number 25 when he first came here.
Oh, right. Yeah,
and
Joe
Nieuwendyk basically said, yes, you can.
Fair enough.
Because
Is this
remember,
number
that number's
retired
not
by the
retired.
Flames or no?
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, but we have, speaking
It's
of which,
not.
we have Kiprusoff's, he's going into the Raptors.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and I'm going to be there.
Dude, one of the most underrated goaltenders. Honestly, super underrated.
That's
three more full seasons. 3 more full seasons in the league, and he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Because if Mike Vernon's a Hall of Famer, then he would have been a Hall of Famer if he had 3 more seasons.
Yeah.
I think if he had won that cup in 2004, I think he would have been a Hall of Famer.
I think so.
And I will agree that puck was in Game 6. It's very obvious. It was there. The shot there is
conversation for another day.
Yeah, that's another topic. It's good save there by Vitek Vanacek on the left one. Is what the heck is a Taco Bell take? Oh God, MSG, what have you done? What have you done to things? What is this? Why are Sharangovich and Blake Coleman oddly similar stats? 51 games. They both have 20 goals. The only difference is that Coleman has 5 more assists. He's got 20. And Sharangovich has 15. All right, that seems about right.
This is like the greatest season that Blake Coleman's ever had, hands down.
I disagree with that. Every year with the Devils was amazing. Every year
was it better stats? Because I might have.
No, probably not. Probably not because he wasn't playing top minutes. But it's still. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but is this not Jonathan Huberdeau's 500th something like
800th.
that? 800th career game. There you go. As Jack Timo Meyer took a fall. Is that a penalty? No, they didn't call it.
This game has been really flamsy and very sloppy throughout the first 10 minutes or so, and it's pretty much been majority Devils possession.
Been majority, absolutely,
for sure. Minutes. I just realized I'm not showing the. Hold on. There we go. There we go. I'm doing my job. I'm doing my job. I promise.
You're good. All good.
Also, we need to talk about this at some point about Mikhail Sergachev.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
I saw it. I didn't see it live. I saw it on a replay, and it looked bad. It looked really bad.
It's almost like I think he knew right away. I know what this is.
Or he knew that something was horribly wrong. Either way,
totally.
Because he said in his Instagram post he didn't really know exactly what he's dealing with, or he kind of made the impression that he didn't know. But we're gonna find out at the end of the season that he did something awful, which is going to be really tough to see. As a shot there from Toffoli is easily fought off by Markstrom.
Markstrom just completely glitched.
Yeah, and it sucks too because Tampa is playing well enough to be in a playoff position. It's like you lose him, and it's just that sucks.
No question about it. So we'll see if that changes Tampa's plan in terms of the trade deadline. Maybe they go for a defenseman. Who knows? Maybe Tanev becomes all of a sudden an option for Tampa. I doubt it, but you never know.
You know who my I was gonna say before the game started tonight. You know who my X factor would have been for at least Calgary was Connor Zary.
Tonight?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you talk about tonight? Okay.
Yeah. Totally. He played well on Tuesday against Boston. I don't think he scored. But I think he got an assist, maybe.
There's a great shot there, and that one shot and it hit the post. Oh my goodness! What? I thought for sure that went in. It did not. Oh my goodness! Another opportunity, and at this time I think it might have hit the post or something. Great passing play from Palat to Hischier to then Bratt, but could not find the back of the net as the Devils are desperately trying to be the first team to score a goal, which this season has been incredibly hard to do. As now the Flames with the chance, a shot there from Sharangovich gets blocked into the left corner. Sharangovich speed over, still with it now, gets it top of the point. Hanifin with a shot, and that one goes wide, or it might have hit the post. Huberdeau keeps it in. Sharangovich over there to Mangiapane, wraps it around the boards to Hanifin. Hanifin almost was able, he actually was able to keep it in. A drive from Hanifin. That one is stopped by Vanacek. Good pressure here from the Flames' top line. Tomas Nosek will control it, chip it over to Hitaka. Now the puck's in the right corner, intercepted by Huberdeau. Good forechecking here from this first line for Calgary. Bastian trying to get it out, gets it over to Curtis Lazar, and Lazar will calmly backhand it in, but holy smokes.
I think it went off both posts. I think it did.
Both of them? Jeez.
I think it went off both, yeah.
Jeez. So some unfortunate bouncing there for the Devils. But now the Flames come in. Kadri, couple stick feeds it now over, gets it to Uyghur or Killington. That shot is fought off somehow.
Good
by
Vanacek.
But yeah, no, that was a great play from Killington. That was a hell of a stick play. We got to
Neil, it's Shillington.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
right?
you're good. You're good. I'm just
Sue me. As we get a stoppage of play here with 5:56 to go in the opening frame. Still no score here between the Devils and the Flames. Gentlemen, we got ourselves a really good game so far.
See, we say that, but then it's like all of a sudden somebody could break out and it'd be like friggin' not 4-0 or something stupid.
Yeah, like I'm surprised. I'm surprised this game ain't 2-0 Devils. Like,
Kyle, no more blowouts.
No more blowouts. No more blowouts.
No more blowouts.
No more blowouts.
No, I'm done with that.
Okay, so boys, I asked Neil this earlier, and I wanted your opinion because Yeah. So we know about the first round picks this year, especially like if we don't finish bottom 10, it goes to, I believe it goes to Montreal next year if we're outside the top. I think if we're inside the top 10. So
please finish top 10 next year.
Well, so my question is, would you rather this team, like they're going to get a first round pick regardless this year because of Vancouver, right? So like, would you rather this team try to get in this year and, be around the same pick as what Vancouver, wherever they finish, like it'll be somewhat close, or would you rather bite the bullet and try to do well next year, knowing that Montreal has got your first round pick?
You're not even going to be, but here's the problem though that you're in though as a whole is that you're not even going to be relatively competitive for another 2 to 3 years. So it's like you're not. I'm sorry, you're not going to be relatively competitive until closer to the new arena opens, and then your biggest hope and wish is that you're going to be a cup contender by the time your arena opens. Like that's the way they're going to be going through this regional.
Makes sense. I mean, No, it makes. I don't know. I'm kind of back and forth on it. I don't know. Like they're only
there's no way
out of the playoff spot.
I don't think. Realistically, if you sell off Marsham at the deadline or in the summer, are you really a playoff team next year? Because I don't think you are. Like, there's no way you are.
And you got him on good term too, so it's not like he wants to go either. So,
but he's also 34 years old. He's also 34, and he's turning 35 next year.
Keep him around. Get rid of Vladar. Get Wolf up. Get him some games in. Like, he's got to play more. Wolf has to play more.
He has to play. He has to play more. And everyone's saying trade Vladar, but no one wants him.
Apparently,
no one wants a contract. Nobody wants Dan Vladar. Like he is like an inconsistent third string AHL goaltender. Let's be honest with what it is.
Donnell mentioning at Neil, I'm getting all 3 teams' local team stadium series jerseys because it's something to remember.
So does that also okay? So that would be Rangers, Islanders, Devil. I wouldn't get the Islander one. It's awful.
It's terrible.
It's so bad.
It's such a money grab to begin with, but
Lou Lamoriello doesn't like fun. Okay, this is what you all have to understand. Lou doesn't believe in fun. He doesn't like fun, and that's what this was. This was simply not fun.
He somehow allowed the fisherman to come back for 1 year.
Yeah, only because somebody bullied him into doing it. That's the only difference.
Jared's saying Tyler Myers is now hurt for the Canucks in that game.
I've never seen a player on a team get hated more than Tyler Myers.
Totally.
No, I feel bad that he got hurt. Do not get me wrong, but I've heard so many people say how does it feel to have a 6'8" defenseman who can't actually defend? And I'm like, ask Kevin Ball that same question. I don't know. Is Tyler Myers really that bad? If there are any Canucks fans by some chance in this chat, is Tyler Myers really that bad? Honestly, I just want to understand is Calgary may have no, they don't. Good play there from Nico Hischier. Then the Devils 2-on-1. Brett with Palat leads the Palat shot. Score! Andre Palat on a great feed from Jesper Brett. This one finds the back of the net, and the Devils strike first for the first time in 4 weeks, and it's 1-0 New Jersey.
I'm not surprised.
Not a good start for Marsham in his Devils audition.
It was a good start for an audition. I mean,
you know what I mean, though.
Sorry.
Wow.
Kyle, don't blame me. You put it there.
That's the only time you start doing it now. Okay, I see how it is. I'm playing.
No, I've done it several times. What do you mean?
I can't remember the last time you did it.
I did it for the entirety of the Winter Classic. I did it for.
Oh, okay.
How about that? They have lost the puck. That is hilarious.
What? They don't know where it is?
It's stuck. Like it's stuck somewhere and they can't get it out.
Like stuck in the net, or
It's stuck in the net. Oh, they got it. They found it. I was like, wait, what if it didn't go in?
That was a great feed from Brat. Like that's such a good fake.
Oh yeah, he's very good at that. He's very good at
fake. There was no shot for Markstrom there.
That was a great pass, and that line of Nico Hischier, Palat, and Bratt, who has been on a tear, has really played well. That's the Devils scored first goal of the game for the first time in 9 games. I want everyone to understand that the Devils have found ways to win games despite never getting the first goal.
Yeah, that's, I mean, tough 2-on-1 there, bad turnover. I think Bratt really sold that pretty well, though.
Yeah, for sure. Now the Flames right back into it, have an opportunity here, gets it in a drive there from Hanifin, and that one is gloved and covered. And then a really aggressive smack on the rear end from Vanacek on Colin Miller.
Do you ever kind of just start a game and we're at this point? Why do I feel like we're going to get shut out tonight?
Don't say that.
I got a random.
Don't say that. That's very sad. And also, the hell is going on with Colorado, and why do they suck all of a sudden?
Nothing early. Wow.
Oh boy.
2-0. That quickly. Huh. Christ almighty.
Also, trade 88 and 29 for Johnny Hockey.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And
I will.
Who's 29 again?
Yeah, the guy that we shall not mention.
No, let's not. And I won't mention 2 players. I just remembered that we all are living in. We are all in some trouble. Our teams are in some trouble.
Oh, for sure.
Our players did bad things that we should not talk about.
Yeah.
But I will take Mangiapane. If nothing else, he's straight up Italian.
I heard he was
well in New Jersey.
Because I know Toronto's looking to do like a package deal for a defenseman and a forward. Like Tanev would be involved, and like they were mentioning Mangiapane and Coleman a part of that as well.
I mean, if Blake Coleman's available at a cheap price, I'd take him back.
I would gladly have somebody take that Coleman contract.
You gave him what, 5 years, $5 million or something like that?
Looking out this year, like it's doing good.
No, I know this year, but I don't remember what the contract was. Like I'm asking.
It was like 4.9 for 5 years or something like that.
It's that Stanley Cup. It's that 2-time Stanley Cup tax.
Yeah, it was the tax.
There's Lindy Ruff, who doesn't.
Can you ever remember? Like, can you remember a contract so bad because of the Stanley Cup tax?
I'm trying to think. I'm actually trying to think. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Not bad, right?
That's tough. Like who got paid? Who got paid and was like, oh, well, like I can think of bad contracts, but like nobody I can think of like won a cup.
I mean, I guess the one example we could maybe use is James Neal. But he didn't win with Vegas or Nashville. But that's maybe the one example where he went to the finals and then he got paid for it and then he just sucked after that.
I think that's Holtz is actually buzzing with Jack Hughes, and knowing Lindy Ruff, Alexander Holtz will get benched at some point tonight for no reason.
That's it. He's done.
Future Flame.
He's getting benched.
Dante Heinen scored. It's now 2-0 for Boston.
Dude.
Yeesh.
Well, dude, Hein, underrated player in my opinion.
Totally.
He's underrated.
Yeah, like the only one, I think the one that like I remember in terms of like a Stanley Cup tax is even one that was like good was Nathan McKinnon.
What?
Like remember Nathan McKinnon? He got.
How about Gabriel Landeskog? How about that? At least McKinnon's playing. Landeskog hasn't played in almost 2 years.
Didn't he get paid the year before?
I thought he got. Oh, you might be right, actually.
Yeah.
You might actually be right. As now the Devils come in, Jack Hughes with space, still with it, waits, shot, and that one is fought off by Markstrom. Great save there, as Jack Hughes was looking to light the lamp.
Hughes is
just get to the end of the period.
Hughes is skating, and playmaking is so elite.
Got blocked on.
One of the better players in the league.
I think we mentioned this one earlier. I don't know if I 3 local. Oh yeah, for Donnell wanting the 3 Stadium Series jerseys. Yeah,
The shot there, they score, and it looks. I think it's Backlund who might have gotten it just past Vitek Vanacek. It hit off the man in, and the Flames have tied it at 1 year late in the first.
Let's go. I'm fully on board making the
Hey, Kyle, what was that about? Just get to the end of the period?
I did say that.
You said that like 30 seconds before this goal.
I was like, oh my God.
Oh, what a great feat is Mangiapane was able to get it, and Vanacek, it hit Vanacek and then bounced in. So just a really, really smart shot from Backlund, and that helps my fantasy team, but it doesn't help the Devils, as it's now we have a tie
Who do
game.
you have on fantasy?
I have Backlund.
You have Backlund on your fantasy team? Dude.
He's kind of killing it, I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Dude.
Oh, it looks like we have a delayed penalty here against the Devils. I think. Yeah, we do. We do have a delayed penalty here against the Devils as Weegar goes all the way back into his own zone with 90 seconds to go in the period. So the Flames have gone from being down 1 and being dominated to have tied it. And now, in just a few moments, we'll get a chance on their first power play. As I thought they touched it. Backlund over to Kadri. Kadri tried to play it around, but it gets touched finally. And we have a slashing here with a minute 16 to go in the first against the Devils. And we'll see here as Lindy Ruff can only shake his head. And it's Timo Meier going to the box for New Jersey.
That's right. Man, how bad – how disappointed have you been in Meier this year? Because
I've been disappointed in the fact that, like, he's been hurt a lot. He's been hurt twice this season. So he's never really been able to get into any sort of a groove this year's. But I am disappointed because this is not the Timo Meier that I saw in San Jose. This just is not. This is a different player. And I think
so too.
But I think it's not necessarily because, like, his game is deteriorating or that he's not as good as he used to be. I just think that the system that is in place with Lindy Ruff just does not work for someone like Timo, if that makes sense. So that's where the Fire Lindy chants come out.
It's being part of the system, right?
Right. So, and even guys like Colin Miller said this is a really hard system to learn how to play in. So that to me is like, not ideal. So it's tough. And hopefully as the years go on, he's able to, produce more. And look, if he ends up doing really well in the playoffs, if we get there, then all will be forgiven. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Right.
So we'll see. It's now Flames set up as Noah Hannafin over to Kadri. Kadri now to Mangiapane. 96. I think that's Kuzmenko who tried to feed it there. Nobody home. That one's cleared out of the zone with 5 seconds to go in the period. Hannafin gets back into the zone. Doesn't really have any time to make a play. And that will do it for the first period of action in this one. So, despite it being a fairly dominated period by New Jersey and getting the first goal, the Flames ended up getting a goal late in that period thanks to Michael Backlund. And they will have 45 seconds of a power play to start the second period. So, I'll ask you this, guys, also when we get to our first submission. But before we get to that, your overall thoughts of the first 20 minutes of this one.
I just realized.
I'd say sloppy. I'd say very, very sloppy from the Flames' perspective. And it feels as if, they kind of started to kick it into high gear a little bit as the first ended. But it was overall a very sloppy period. And kind of surprised it's not a 1-goal New Jersey lead heading into the second.
Devils won that period. Flames had momentum.
They did. That's
all it was.
Agreed.
Yeah, totally. And I forgot
it wasn't good for the Flames.
Out of the way, Connor.
That's a great description.
I'm here, by the way.
Oh no,
I'm just here.
You're living.
Yeah.
Living life. But I think from the Devils' perspective, you got to feel good about how you came out, how you started the game, and really just like overall how you play. But it's just unfortunate that you ended up giving up a late goal there. But hopefully the Devils can shake it off and continue to play this really good brand of hockey that they played in and try to continue to push forward as
for sure.
I mean, I guess Dusty isn't happy that
anytime we do one, Neil, it's always you who leads it because you're good at it.
I mean, I do the best that I can. I can't
you do great.
I can't do anything else. But before we before we continue on here, we're going to step aside for the first time tonight. Everybody get a little bit of a break and get our first words of the night from our sponsors. Hit it, Kyle.
Sorry, I need to interrupt. I have to jump off for a sec. I got to call my dad. It's his 60th birthday. I kind of forgot. So
okay,
I just wanted to let you know.
You can go. It's all good.
Call. So you do
no,
right back.
Sure,
Okay.
no problem. So so welcome everybody here. As hey Connor, how you doing? All right, so there's Connor. But welcome everybody here to our first intermission report. As after 20 minutes of play of our game between the Devils and the Flames, we have a tie score. So Andre Palat got the scoring started.
No.
Okay.
He's getting booed.
Who's getting booed? I'm so confused. Anyway, Andre Palat got the first goal of the game. That made it 1-0. And then, with just a little less than 2 minutes to go in the period, Michael Backlund from a sharp angle was able to get one past Vitek Vanacek.
We're going to continue to see.
And that tied it up at 1. So that's where we are at this moment. I think Noah's still here. No, are you still here by any chance? I'm going to try that and see what happens. Anyway, so if you guys got, any questions or anything, or, any comments about what you saw through that first period, let me know. Be greatly appreciated. And again, we'll get our other three guys back on at some point to kind of talk about their perspective from the Calgary Flames side. A couple of scoring updates is right now a crazy first period between the Avalanche and the Hurricanes. It was 2-0 Carolina, and it is 3-2 Carolina after one. So 5 goals in that first period. Certainly a lot of scoring in that one. 1-0 Capitals over the Florida Panthers after one period. And the Boston Bruins on a Danton Heinen goal, made it 2-0 over the Vancouver Canucks. So the Bruins looking so they get there. And the Flyers blowing out the Winnipeg Jets, still in the first period, probably by now at the end of the first period. They are currently up 3-0 in that one. So we do have a lot of action going on around the National Hockey League. Also, guys, as always, if you haven't yet, make sure to leave your score prediction in the chat down below. We already have a couple in the chat. Gaza went 4-2 Devils. Liam Wolf went 5-2 Devils. My good buddy Andrew H., he went 5-4 Devils. And then we have Jared Brown going 2-1 Devils. So make sure to leave your score predictions in the chat. You have until the beginning of the third period to put your score prediction in. So looking at it from the Devils' perspective, I mean, you really, really got to love how they came out during this 20 minutes, especially with Jack Hughes coming back into the lineup, Tyler Toffoli obviously back as well. The team from the forward core is pretty much now at full strength, which is phenomenal. I think the last time they were truly at full strength might have been back in early October, maybe the second or third game of the season, honestly. The Devils have certainly, it's been a long time since they've had, a full strength forward core. But the Devils came out with a lot of energy. Jack Hughes, he looks like himself. That Nico Hischier, Jesper Bratt, Andre Palat line looked really, really good through those 20 minutes. Jakob Markstrom was tremendous, as Kyle would agree.
Where is everybody?
I don't know. Noah and Connor are not. I don't know. I don't know what is happening. I think they'll be back at some point.
Right.
But
I have a really bad brain fart today. I literally.
Well, there's Connor.
I'm cooking.
Connor's cooking.
Oh, he's cooking. Okay.
He's cooking up something.
My sister and was like, hey, did you, are you getting anything for? He's out on a trip right now,
right?
With my mom on whatever skiing and whatever, and so my sister was like, "What are you getting Dad for his birthday?" And I'm like, crap, it's his birthday today.
You forgot that it was his birthday just altogether.
Yeah, so they're out skiing, conveniently out west in Calgary. So.
Oh, very nice. Well, hopefully they are enjoying themselves, and happy birthday to Mr. Manifold.
Mr. Manifold, that's right.
I don't know what else.
What are we talking about?
Well, it's also my parents' wedding anniversary tonight, so they are out and about doing their thing. My brother's out and about. It is a very quiet household here right now. Really funny and very weird after a while. It is. I could not remember.
Oh, great.
30-something, something along those lines.
I love that.
Are there things that I remember? Yes. Are there other things I don't remember? Also, yes. So, yeah. Should also mention Alexander Ovechkin scored a goal tonight. Yeah, that made it 1-0 Capitals over the Florida Panthers. Kyle, I don't know if you saw, you weren't in the room, but look at the score now between Carolina and Colorado. 3-2 after one. 5 goals in the first period.
Because Carolina was up 2-0, correct?
2-0. So who knows how it came about?
Well, Carolina was up 3-1.
3-0. So Carolina is slowly but surely blowing it, which would be great for me. I'll take it.
It would. Yeah, because in terms of you guys are what, 5 points out of the playoff spot?
Out of the wild card, yes.
Right. So
I think there's 6. I think
there's
6 behind Philly.
Look at that Stadium Series game now between yourself and the Flyers. That's a big game.
Those are 2 huge points. Huge.
Big. Totally agree.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Speaking of the Carolina game, real quick, Martin Necas scored 3 goals in that period.
So he's already got a hat trick.
You got a hat trick already. That's wild.
Damn. When's the last time we saw somebody get a hat trick in the first period?
Been a hot minute.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys get 2 goals in the first period, but I haven't seen a lot of guys do 3. That's really kind of interesting.
So there you go. A little bit of a tidbit.
So also for fun, since the Super Bowl is in a couple of days.
Ooh.
I just thought that I would ask everybody, including people in the chat, of course, who they got in the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and 49ers. Keep in mind, the last time these teams played in the Super Bowl, a pandemic followed. So God help us all.
There was a whole list today of the last time when the Chiefs and the Niners played in the Super Bowl, like that whole season. Like Lamar won MVP. Lamar won MVP this year. The Texans won the AFC South. The Texans won the AFC South this year. Like there were so many things that
I know it was creepy,
right?
Very creepy.
So what's the spread? Like 1.5 if the Niners are favorites, right?
I think the Niners are favored by 1.5, I believe.
I like Kansas City.
Yeah, I like Kansas. I don't doubt Patrick Mahomes. I don't count him out.
You got into the realm like when Tom Brady was so successful and how you shouldn't really bet against him. Kind of feels like the same thing here.
But you want to so badly if you're not a fan of him. You want to so badly bet against him and hope that it doesn't happen. But
I'm gonna for the first time in a year I'm gonna bet on Sunday because
you're actually gonna bet on Sunday.
I'll throw $10 in. Why not?
Fair enough.
You know what I'm gonna bet with though?
You're gonna bet with DraftKings Sportsbook and use our promo code THPN.
Got it.
There you go. Crystal says she's just excited to see what Jason Kelsey does. He's going to do something
His
stupid.
kids are adorable.
Oh, yeah. He's adorable.
Cute. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Kansas City, I'll say, I think it'll be another high scoring game. Why not? I like 20, I'll say 27-24.
I'm going to go with 21-17 Kansas City. I think it'll be low scoring because both of these defenses are very good. The Chiefs more than the Niners, if I'm being honest.
Oh, side note here, Goza was talking to me that we were talking with Goza on Tuesday, and he mentioned about he got a Stephon Matteau jersey.
Oh, that's great.
Alumni jersey. I thought that was cool. I don't know.
That is very cool. That is very cool. Stephon Matteau. His son actually played for the Devils. He was a Devils draft pick.
I remember that name.
And he was absolutely garbage.
That's right.
He was not good at all. I think he's still playing. I think he's playing in the KHL or something like that. I don't remember where he's playing. But
are you got a prediction for Super Bowl Sunday?
I don't really care. Honestly, I don't really care. So
love it. Oh well, it is what it is.
All right. Well, if you guys got your score, if you guys have any score predictions in the chat, let us know, and we'll see. As I think Gaza said he's going to go with the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. He said it also when he was talking about that jersey that he got.
I wonder who Jared's going for.
Oh, geez, Jared. Jared, you're making it hard on us to figure out who you want to win the Super Bowl.
I did hear you guys about your what happened before with the Niners and Chiefs series.
Like everything lining up.
There is a new spread of COVID going on. So
really.
So
okay.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm not prepared. I am not prepared. I'm going to it's going to be great. It's going to be great when this game's over, and then it's going to be like, oh, guys, guess what? There's a new thing going on. Great.
I just can't wait for the snacks. Honestly, it just gives us an excuse to make food.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm the only thing, the thing that and I'm speaking as somebody who is very young. I am absolutely pumped that SpongeBob is going to sing Sweet Victory before this game starts. I think I'm going to watch the entire Super Bowl on Nickelodeon. The hell with CBS. I think I'm just going to watch it on Nickelodeon.
Screw Tony Romo.
I don't need Tony. I'd rather listen to the voice characters of SpongeBob talk about the Super Bowl for 3 hours than that. Personally.
Okay, let's switch topics here for a second. Do you guys want a trivia question?
Oh yeah, we haven't done a trivia question yet today. Oh wait, there was no trivia question on the TV today.
I got a good
garbage. Yeah, go ahead.
So Curtis Lazar has played for the Flames and he's played for the Devils in his career. He's started his career back in 2014, right? He's played with a total of 6 teams. Yes, 6 teams. Devils and Flames. Who are the other 4?
Easy. Actually, not that easy.
Easy. No, wait a minute.
Well, so we got I'm just going to say all of them out. So we had 6 teams overall, right?
6 teams overall. Who
Okay.
is Lazar played?
By the way, the Devils are shouting out Mika Kippersoft at the moment. He's getting his.
Oh, cool.
All right, so we got Flames, Devils, Senators, Canucks, Bruins.
One more.
I don't know, man. Red Wings.
No.
Wild.
Nope.
I already said the Bruins.
It's in the East. In the East.
In the East. Oh, Canadiens? Fuck. Is it
You're
original
close.
6? My close.
Wait.
Buffalo. Thank you,
Buffalo.
Crystal.
Nice.
Crystal. By the way, fun fact about Crystal. Crystal is like one of my closest friends on like just social media. She's what like there was a tweet that came out like, have you met anybody on this app that you became friends with? And Crystal posted a picture of her and I meeting for the first time at a Devils game, which was really cool. And I know, Crystal, you're also dealing with COVID, so I do hope you get better ASAP as well. Freaking Buffalo? I don't even remember that.
He played 70
Garbage.
games with the Buffalo Sabres.
What? What
Yeah.
nonsense?
Yeah, 70 games. So there
Well,
you
it
go.
only matters now that he plays for the Devils, and that's what really matters.
He played 1 year with the Flames, 65 games. He had 2 goals and 10 assists.
He's already had more success with the.
Damn
Yeah,
it. That hurts.
So here we
He
go.
has never scored more than 10 goals in a season.
That's going to change this year. Just wait. I think he's got
6
5.
currently. He's at 6.
Yeah, he's 6. He has 6. Yes, it's going to happen. He's getting double digits as we are now underway in this second period again between the Flames and the Devils. Flames with a little bit left on their power play as Kadri with a shot that gets blocked. Devils backhanded out, and so immediately the Devils are able to clear here. So we'll see if the Flames on this fresh sheet of ice can get something here late on this power play as Hanifin up the right side. The Nazem Kadri drops it off to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko up the right boards, backhands at top of the point to Noah Hanifin. Now over to Sharangovich. Hanifin now waits. Sharangovich, one-time shot that gets blocked. Puck is bouncing around. Devils trying to clear it. Hella can't. Hanifin keeps it in, gets it over to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko chips it to Hanifin. Hanifin over to Sharangovich with a sharp angle try that goes wide of Vanacek. Power play is up for Calgary. Flames still with the puck, though, in the offensive zone, but they lose it, and Eric Halla will calmly get to it, and he'll flip it high and out of the zone. So the Flames could not cash in there, and we remain at 1 goal apiece. Again, Andre Palat with the only goal for the Devils so far, and Michael Backlund with the goal for Calgary. I think it's really bad that I just noticed that Michael Backlund only has like 11 goals on the season.
11 goals for number 11.
Well, maybe I should consider someone else. I don't know. I don't know. He's kind of playing. He's been pretty decent for me, so I can't really complain.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right.
There's a shot there, and that one is fought off by Markstrom. Rebound try is also fought off as well by Markstrom. Puck behind the net now. Andre Palat gets it now over to Nemitz, left side to Luke Hughes. Hughes waits, toe drag, shot, and that one trickles just wide of Markstrom. Devils first line again putting on a lot of good pressure. That line of Hischier, Palat, and Bratt. As now the Flames come the other way. Mangiapane with it now. Mangiapane still tries to feed it in front, nobody home. Hischier now gets to it for New Jersey with space, chips it over now to Palat, but it deflects off his stick, and now the Flames will look to come the other way, bank it off the boards. Both teams make a quick change here.
I was going to ask on New Jersey 82, Hakapa? What's his name?
Santeri Hataka, that is his name. He is a Utica Comets. They called him up from Utica. He actually was part of the Timo Meier trade, if you can believe that. Like that, if you go back to the Timo Meier deal, there was a bunch of players that went both ways. It was like it was crazy. Santeri Hataka was one of the guys that the Devils acquired in the Timo Meier deal, and this is his first year in New Jersey.
Got it. Okay. I was like, I don't recognize that name at all.
Don't worry. Even some Devils fans don't recognize that name.
They're like, who?
He's got a sick name. I gotta be honest with you. Santeri Hitaka sounds awesome.
It's kind of nice.
Japanese.
I don't think it's Hitaka, by the way. I think it's Hadaka or Huntaka. It was somebody
Connor was right though. It sounds like Japanese a little bit.
Well, we have Akira Schmid, and Akira is apparently is part Japanese that I discovered.
I could see that.
I can't. Yeah. No, it's not even Schmid. It's just his first name is Akira.
Man, so apparently Boston was really pissed about losing the other night.
Jeez, apparently that's unfortunate for that's very unfortunate for Vancouver.
I am telling you, this Canucks team are frauds.
You said that in November.
I've been saying it for months. This team is a bunch of frauds. They are.
We'll see. It's no opportunity, no sec, toe drag shot, and that one is fought up by Markstrom. Another point blank chance, and Markstrom shuts the door. Kadri back the other way. Feeds it over now to Shilligan. He tries it, and that gets blocked. Devils look to come the other way with speed. Jack Hughes up the right side. Hughes with space leads it to Holtz with a shot, and that one is fought up by Markstrom. Rebound try, then it's a post. Follow-up try gets blocked in front before it got past Markstrom, who was well out of his net. Oh my goodness. Opportunity now for Calgary. Over to Kadri. He waits. Shot. That gets blocked to the left corner. Calgary keeping it in here. Flames controlling. 76 stops. Looking. Gets it to Kadri in the slot. And that one is... where they score! Oh my goodness. That puck was stopped, but it squeaked past Vanacek and then a rebound poke in. And the Flames... thanks to Zari, who you should have gone with it, Kyle. Nonetheless, he gives the Flames a 2-1 lead. That's fair. I deserve that. No, I deserve that. That's fair, Kyle. Wow, you go from the Devils look like that they were going to score to the Flames.
Vanacek, man.
Having the lead is Vanacek. Oh, my God. He's back to being Vanacek.
Dude, you got to get that, man.
That was bad. Hataka, I mean, I can't blame Santeri Hataka because I don't think he knew that puck was there. I think he thought that Vanacek had it.
I totally agree. Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised that puck did not go in.
So the Devils
saved that puck early on.
For sure. So despite the Devils continuing to be a better team, they are now down 2-1 thanks to a Zari goal just moments ago.
That's really bad from Vanacek. He got it. And no, you're right. I don't blame hot whatever.
Hataka.
Thank you, Hataka.
Hataka. Yeah, you're fine.
I don't blame him either because you would assume that in that situation, Vanacek has it, right?
For sure.
Yeah, that's not a good goal to give up.
Well, that is the life of Vitek Vanacek.
I just wanted to mention too, real quick, in this Boston game here. So the Bruins were up 2-0 after one. They scored. I think we have a penalty here, by the way. I think it's against Calgary as Jonathan Huberdeau and Luke Hughes kind of jawing at each other. As Huberdeau will go to the box. Looks like it's a high stick. We'll see if it's 2 or 4. Watch it be 4 again. Second game.
Wow, not like that last game we did where it was 4 minutes.
I wanted to mention, though, real quick in this Boston game.
Oh, what a fake. Oh, dude, Luke Hughes. Oh, dude, that's so sad. Oh, he faked it.
No way.
He faked it. 2-minute power
play. This is the type of stuff, though, where you should be able to see it and chat. I don't know. You got to
I agree. It's now the Devils will get their first crack at the power play. 2-minute penalty against Jonathan Huberdeau for slashing. Kyle, I promise you will get back to the Vancouver game.
No, that's okay. I just
Hughes, you little fucking...
There you go. As Jack Hughes now with a wrist shot, and that one is, everybody just goes flying into the net.
He sold it. He sold that. I like how it was slashing and it wasn't high sticking. That's funny.
Yeah. And that's why I understood now why Huberdeau was complaining, because he was like, I didn't touch you.
Yeah. Okay, let me get this in, though.
All right, I'm shutting
up. I
off.
just think it's interesting because it was 2-0 Boston after one. Pasternak scored 34 seconds in. Zaka then scored 10 seconds later.
Whoever was in net for Vancouver sucked wind tonight.
Yeah. And I believe it's probably Thatcher Demko in tonight. That's just my assumption. But anyway.
Oh, yes, of Boston College fame.
Oh, no. Tanev's down the tunnel, guys.
Well, he did go crashing into the net there, right, just a few moments ago. So that's not great if you're Calgary.
No.
As now Jack Hughes over to Luke Hughes, feeds now to Bratt. Bratt waits, shot, and a high riser deflects. Oh, it looked like it deflected out of play. Devils keep it in. Luke Hughes now over to Jack with 1:08 to go on the power play. Jack Hughes spins around Backlund, waits, feeds it over to Bratt. Bratt lost it for a moment, regains the puck in the left faceoff dot. Bratt now top of the point to Luke Hughes. Now to Jack with a drive, and that one goes wide of Markstrom. Bratt chips it around the boards all the way back to the other side to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes now with it, 47 seconds to go. Feeds it now over to Toffoli. Lost it. Puck is loose. Still loose. And now the Flames will get to it, and they'll clear with 40 seconds to go in the Devil power play. Devils are 0 for 16 in their last 16 attempts on the power play.
That's not good.
No, it's terrible. As Timo Meier tries to feed it over, puck bounces high in the air. Puck bounces right to Markstrom, but it gets cleared. Sharon Govich trying to get it out. Both teams whacking at it in the left side. Puck wraps around the boards. Eric Holla, he waits. He'll backhand it over. Shillington tries to get it, or excuse me, that was Weegar. Flames trying to clear it, and they will. And that'll do it for the Devils' power play. So not a ton there on that one. And the Flames still have the 2-1 lead at the moment as Nemitz makes a feed, chips off. And Holla tries to get to it first. He gets to it to negate the icing. Connor Zary, by the way, his 12th goal of the year, as Kadri and Pospisil are the ones with the assist. That came at the 3:53 mark. And that is the difference so far in this period with the Flames up 2-1.
What do you got, Noah?
If Tanev doesn't come back in this period and he's out for a significant period of time, I'm going to be sick.
It looked like he was fine.
He
was fine.
You expect the worst, though. You expect the worst.
No, it looked like he skated off fine. Like, it's probably nothing major. No.
And then he's going to have surgery, season-ending surgery.
Can you imagine? Oh, my God.
Whoa. That was fun. Somebody's stick went flying as that shot there gets blocked. Devils putting on some pressure here with their fourth line. Nosek over to Luke Hughes. Hughes waits, still with space. Shot, and that one goes high but into the breadbasket of Markstrom. And then he yells at the ref for something that I didn't say. So there you go.
That would honestly, that'd be horrible if Tanev goes as no son Noah.
Here's some other score updates in case anybody cares. It's 1-1 between Florida and Washington. And another 4-0 game. The Flyers are absolutely destroying the Winnipeg Jets.
Winnipeg's been kind of downhill a little bit recently. They got shut out by Pittsburgh too, didn't they?
We're not getting a cup in Canada this year, boys. It's just not going to happen.
It doesn't feel like it.
I mean, out of all of the teams in Canada, who gives you the best shot right now?
Right now,
Edmonton.
Probably
Edmonton.
Yeah. I would agree.
I mean, the way that they've been playing, for sure. The question is, the only question I have for Edmonton right now is this: are they still looking to get goaltending, or do they now feel okay with Skinner?
They probably feel okay.
Skinner's numbers haven't been great during that winning streak. Like, it's not like they've won games because of their goaltending.
Well, it comes back to the fact that they've outscored their problems. But the one thing that I will add for the Oilers is they have looked better defensively. Like
right.
If they can outscore their problems with David Draisaitl and all their offense, right? And I expect they're going to add a Gensel or someone like that in the deadline. But I also think too they've played a lot better defensively since Paul Coffey took over, as assistant coach. And it was funny because we were making fun of it at the time of, oh, here come the Oilers, bring back their old boys club guys to the team. But no, it's looked good. It's looked really good defensively.
I just saw the trivia question for tonight. Jerome McGinley led the Flames in both regular season and playoff points when they won the 03-04 Western Conference Championship. Who was second in both?
Martin Gelinas.
Jelly, yeah.
Let's see if that's the answer. I don't know if this is the first time.
I'm right. I'm patting myself on the back.
This was the first time they showed the question, so I think in the third period they'll show the answer. So I believe you guys because I don't know the answer,
What about
but
Flames legend Tony Amonte?
Oh,
Tony-
gosh.
Did he also?
He wasn't even on that team, by the way. He was
I
on,
know. I just thought of it.
Unbelievable. Luke Hughes is some good pressure here from the Flames, who, despite you could honestly say have been not entirely outplayed, but certainly the Devils have had a lot of good chances. The Devils have been able to score. The Flames have been able to take advantage of some good opportunities.
guys,
By the way,
guys.
Tanev is back.
Tanev is back on the ice.
I just saw him. Yeah, so he's fine.
There you go.
Noah can rest now. He can rest easy. It's just funny because it's like he's going to get traded, so you're worried about him getting hurt, not because you necessarily feel bad that he got hurt, but because oh crap, we can't trade him anymore.
He blocks this year at 142.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Now Timo Meier tries to feed it to Haula just out of his reach. Nemec trying to keep it in for New Jersey. As that puck comes out in front, Mercer intercepts. Shot there from Haula. Gets fought off by Markstrom. Puck now on the right side. Flames trying to chip it out of the zone. Some good pressure here from this Devils forward group, but now the Flames will control it, and they'll flip it out as Rasmussen flips it high into the air, and Kevin Ball will chip it over and chip it back into the Flame zone here with 11:20 to go in the second here, and what seems to be somewhat of a slow-moving second period. It's Jack Hughes tried to feed it to Mercer, but got broken up. Mercer backhands it into the left corner. Anderson, is that right? Rasmus Anderson? That's Rasmus.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say Sanderson. I'm like, no, I think it's Anderson. I'm getting it wrong.
You're good. You're doing good.
I think the Flames have some of the longest names in the NHL this year, and I don't think it's close.
Karen Govich, Shillington,
Mangiapane, Anderson,
Yeah, you're probably
Huberdeau.
right.
Huberdeau. Like, have Flames fans not realized that yet? That they have so many long named players?
What's like one of the longest?
Too many.
Ekman Larson is a pretty long one that I can think
Ekman
of.
Larson. Jesus.
Ekman Larson. Is there another one?
Try and say Jerome McGinley's entire middle name, by the way.
Oh, I don't even know.
It's impossible. Yeah. It's impossible. You can't do it.
Oh, wait. I got one. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
There you go.
I've seen him play. That guy's a stud. He's so good.
He's not in the NHL, though, right? He's in the AHL.
Yeah, he's like the starter for Buffalo now.
Oh, is he now the starter for them? Oh, God bless him.
Devin Levi can't figure his crap out.
Yeah, Devin Levi has regressed dramatically. What the hell happened to him? It was crazy. And a lot of, like, I will say this. Myself, I thought this was going to be the year that, like, oh, the Buffalo Sabres were going to figure it out and finally make the playoffs. No, I'm totally wrong.
You guys
a lot of people said the same thing about the Sens.
In WrestleMania press conference.
I did hear about that. I'm not a wrestling fan, but I did hear about that.
Oh, okay.
The Rock. I only care about The Rock because of spring football. So that's why I care.
He's an egomaniac.
He is crazy. Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Well, we don't talk about Vince McMahon anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, that name's going.
Yeah.
He also did that. He also just like some of the players on both of our teams or former players, they did some bad things that we don't talk about.
You know what was funny, Neil, is when you showed, like, I remember seeing it on socials when you were trying to pick a team for the upcoming, like, UFL or whatever they had. I was going to roll with Memphis too, actually.
Kyle, join me. Join me on the showboats. I was
going to roll with Memphis.
Dude, they have the chef himself in Case Kukis.
There's too many Texas teams.
I agree. Half the league is just Texas.
There's too many teams in Texas. Oh,
Jerome McGinley led the Flames. Did we not
that was the trivia question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just.
That was
there you go. Now you all can answer it if you feel like it.
Craig I'm going to say Conner. I'm going to say Conner.
Craig Conner. That's an interesting one.
That's such a good one. Can you
now Marino with a shot at Sprinkles. And Markstrom makes the save. Honestly and truly right now, Markstrom is doing exactly what Noah said he was going to do. That's right? Playing very well.
Let's see. Okay. Let's go to...
No, you can't look it up.
You can't look, Noah. That's cheating.
Can I look it? I literally just guessed it. Can I look it up?
No. No, you got to wait till the answer gets brought up on television.
No, wait.
Kyle doesn't do that.
Well, we don't do it on Sportsnet because we suck. So,
that's true.
We don't get
yeah,
we get Jamal Myers.
Thank God for MSG
the
Network.
NHL, literally the NHL, like back then, did not exactly think through that entire deal. Like they literally fucked themselves basically back then.
Yeah. We get Jamal Myers instead of a trivia question.
Fuck, oh my God.
There you go.
Yeah, we get Jamal Myers and we get Cowardly Lion on the show.
They are the worst analysts I have ever seen.
Oh, terrible.
They're so
Luke Gassick's not
bad.
better. Luke Gassick's not better.
At least I could have them on in the background. Like those other two are just not good.
Fair enough.
They're not good. Oh man.
Score update still 4-0 Bruins over the Canucks. Nothing has changed in that regard. Islander.
I think it's crazy that they're down 4-0.
Kyle just brought it up. 1-0 Islanders at home against Tampa Bay. I also did hear a rumor today, guys, that it's possible that UBS Arena might be getting the All-Star game, I think, potentially in 2026 or
27.
27.
They're not having an All-Star game until then.
No disrespect to UBS Arena or Long Island, but how are they going to promote that?
They can't.
I have no idea.
I would
wait a second.
Have it at the Garden. Have it at the Garden.
Even as a Devils fan, if they said, "Oh, we're going to host it at the Brock," I would be like, "Why?" No disrespect. I'm just it's not.
Go half an hour to MSG,
you got MSG. That would if you want to do a metropolitan, New York Metropolitan All-Star game with the Devils, Islanders, and Rangers. I got to be honest, MSG just makes the most amount of sense. That's the way that I look at it.
It's the only choice, guys.
I agree.
No other
I totally agree.
besides the Garden. The Garden, and it's funny enough, the Garden's overdue for an All-Star game again.
Yes.
So, for sure. As now the Devils look to come back to the way. One thing I've noticed in this second period from Calgary that they've done a really good job, they're doing a really good job of using their sticks, poke checking that puck, not allowing the Devils to really carry the puck into the zone, forcing them a lot more to do a lot of dump and chase. That's something I've really noticed as Timo Meier with a wrister that was somehow fought off by Markstrom. I mean, he didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it to make that save. But that was just something I noticed.
What are you not seeing from New Jersey in the second period?
I'm kind of seeing the same thing that I saw in the first period, honestly. I'm not seeing anything different. I think it's just they're getting, I guess you would say they're getting goalied right now. I think that's fair.
Totally.
And it's one of those situations where, unfortunately, right now the decisive goal came because your netminder couldn't stop the shot, which, surprise, surprise, look at what happens when the team's somewhat at full strength and our goaltending is not helping us out.
Right.
So it's kind of like that. It's like one of those things where you feel like, as a Devils fan, you feel like you've been the better team, you've had the better chances, but Markstrom has just been better. And that's just what it is. As now an opportunity, that puck bounces up in the air. Puck is still loose. Flames looking to try to create a chance. Another opportunity, that gets blocked. Flames still with it, tries to feed it over to Coleman. As soon as I say the Flames haven't generated much, they start generating in the offensive zone as they try to feed it over to the right side. Puck in the right corner now. Some good pressure from this line. Flames player gets knocked down. They want a penalty. They're not going to get it, as now Nemitz will bank it off the boards and out. But right now, the Flames, and especially in the last minute or two, have definitely been the more aggressive team.
Man, I'm telling you, it's this first line again that's been really showing out tonight. It's been a great first line. Shillington stepping up too. I think Shillington's found his way back into this system again.
Is now Mangiapane with the puck. Nice feed to Coleman, but he lost the puck. Oh my goodness. Coleman was all alone in the slot. Would have had a golden chance to shoot it there. Bratt comes up the left boards with a shot. That one's fought off by Markstrom. And then Tanev will get the puck now, and he'll slowly chip it up the boards to Backlund, or at least for a moment, Backlund regains the puck, and he'll slow it up here. But one thing that you notice from New Jersey, they are going to use their speed as much as humanly possible, especially when you have guys like Tanev out there. You're going to try to use it to get around them as much as possible. And that was another example there with Bratt.
If New Jersey's down late here, let's just say in the third period, do you imagine that the Jack Hughes line is going to get more minutes in the third period?
100%.
Okay.
It's either going to be them or it's going to be the Bratt, Palat, Nico line because that's been arguably the best line tonight for New Jersey. It's been constant. They've had a lot of good chances as we get an icing here against the Devils with 5:02.
Isn't Brad's contract up this year or no?
No, he signed a long-term deal in the offseason.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. That was something you and I talked about during the playoffs last year. And then the Devils pretty much, their core has been locked up. That's kind of the way I look at it. Great save there from Vanacek a few moments ago on Blake Coleman. Even though Vanacek gave up that bad goal, he has played pretty decent tonight.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They had an opportunity for Calgary. They couldn't score. Another try, and that one is somehow saved by Vanacek as he was sitting down. I don't know how he stopped that.
Damn it!
This is a great goaltending game.
It is a good goaltending.
This is exactly what I was hoping for. For once, both teams' goaltenders came to play.
We're just gonna auction off.
And Bastian with a big time hit on someone on Calgary just knocked him down good. I don't know who that was. It might have been Sharagovich, actually, that took the bare brunt of that hit.
Oh.
Kyle just saw the opportunity for Calgary.
That's ridiculous.
So that puck goes into the left side as Markstrom. Oh, he's got to be careful. Markstrom nearly turned that over to Mercer. But now the Flames come up the right side. Might be a 3-on-2. Tried to feed it over just out of his reach. Devils look to come the other way. Timo Meier now with it. Meier around, chips it over now to Eric Holla. Holla just out of the reach of Meier. It'll go right to Markstrom, who will cover it with 3:58 to go in this second period. 2-1 Calgary here. What has been a really good goaltending game.
What do you guys think of the Winter Classic next year being in?
The NHL sucks. It just suck.
Chicago, Blackhawks. They don't deserve another All-Star Winter Classic.
Well, it's because of Connor Bedard.
Couldn't they wait like another year or two when the Blackhawks might actually be good instead of being dog water like they are?
They don't. I mean, there are a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff we could talk about the Blackhawks and not in a good way, but we won't get into that on this stream. But they don't deserve another Winter Classic, man. Like, come on, that's a joke.
It's boring after a while. It's like with the Winter Classic, it's like, can we try something new? Anything new? Anything?
Also, you have Chicago there, and. Who are they going to play? Oh, it's the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah.
You know what would have been a good one? You want to do original six? I will give you a brand new matchup. And yes, both of these teams have played in a lot of outdoor games. So I'll give you a new one. If you want to do original six, then do Rangers Blackhawks.
Isn't Columbus supposed to be hosting an outdoor game at Ohio Stadium?
This is what I heard. The NHL wants to do it. They've been wanting to do it, but apparently there are renovations that need to be made to Buckeye Stadium for this to be possible.
Sure.
So it's not about they don't want to do it. It's that they just haven't felt comfortable doing it. I don't know.
Gotcha. What's going on?
Oh, we got a score update, by the way. That's not the score update I wanted.
That is not the score update.
There we go. Tampa and the Islanders are tied at a goal apiece in the first. Is that a nationally televised game?
It is a nationally televised game.
That's why it started here. I'm like, why
is it not Boston and Vancouver for a nationally televised game? That's ridiculous.
They're showing here on my feed. They're showing the early stages of them building the stadium in MetLife Stadium for the Stadium Series. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are about 9 days away now. You're 9 days away from that game. It's going to be a lot of fun. I will not be doing a live watch along because I will be in attendance for that one.
Oh, you excited?
I am very excited, especially because Gaslight Anthem is performing at the first intermission.
That's cool.
Which is awesome because, in case you don't know, Gaslight Anthem's song Howl is the goal song for the New Jersey Devils. Nobody cares. Sick. Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We'll clap.
It's just a nice little golf clap. They are going to try something new, by the way. So instead of there being an automatic play of the goal song, if the Devils score, Gaslight Anthem will play the song right then and there.
What?
Yeah, they're going to play it right then and there if the Devils score. Cool. So I think that's a really cool, unique thing that they're trying out this year.
That is very unique. Good for them.
And again, that's the first of 2 outdoor games, Devils Flyers on Saturday, February 17th. And then the following afternoon, the 18th, the Islanders take on the Rangers in the Battle of New York. Great. Battle of New York in New Jersey. That makes logical sense.
Speaking of Battle of New York, we have the Islanders and the Rangers on tap before we head home.
That's true.
To take on the San Jose Sharks at home, boys.
There you go. You get the Sharks.
Connor, we haven't heard from you all night, man. What's going on?
I'm alive.
Connor's alive and well.
I'm just watching. Listen, I'm doing like a Marshawn Lynch, and I'm just saying I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Did I tell Kyle about how we met? Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did meet. We did. Kyle, do you remember I told you that I met him at Columbus? Yeah. It was like, and again, we did not plan it. We did not know. Like, I was walking through the first intermission or like second intermission. I was getting something from my little cousin, and I was walking one way, he was walking the other, and we were just like, hey, look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was really cool to meet him, and that was awesome. And again, I really enjoyed my time in Columbus. It was a lot of fun. Really nice arena. Nationwide is a really nice arena. Very spacious too. A lot of space to walk around.
That's awesome.
Also, hot dogs, regular hot dogs. Somehow they do it right in Columbus. I don't get it. It's just really good.
For us Canadians, I went to Costco the other day and had a hot dog from there.
And you want to die.
$1.50 for a long hot dog, but a hot dog. Like,
yeah.
So good. So
it's
good.
Disgusting.
It's
Jeez. Disgusting. I'll tell you a fun story as we get an icing here against the Devils. I'll tell you a fun story real quickly. So I went to Toronto, not this past year, but the year before, and they had dollar hot dog night at the Blue Jays game. It was Blue Jays Yankees. And I don't remember what the brand of hot dog it was, but it might have been the most disgusting excuse for a hot dog I have ever had in my life. We tried a vegan hot dog. It was like a vegan one and then a regular. Both sucked.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah.
I was like, I guess Canadians don't know what a good hot dog is. No,
bro, they do like $5 beers now at the Jays game, and the beer cans are like, okay, if you take mine for example, it's like here.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's literally a sippy cup. Like, what are we doing here?
Very bad. 2:15 to go here in this second period. Again, the only goal of this period came way back in the first 2 or 3 minutes of this period. Zari with the goal that made it 2-1, and that's so far been the difference. As that shot from Sharon Govich goes wide of Vanacek. Oh, good opportunity. Sharon Govich intercepts, but Jesper Bratt takes it right from him, and now the Devils try to come the other way. Sharon Govich leaves it over now to Kuzmenko, who will backhand it behind the Devils net here. Again, good pressure from this line that you've talked about, Kyle. Really, really good, this first line from Calgary. Although I think they just changed it. Huberdeau is not on that line anymore.
No. Huberdeau with...
Who's 22?
No, he's there with Kuzmenko.
Okay, I thought maybe they were changing lines and I just missed it.
No, they're good. Yeah.
But 4-2, Carolina now over Colorado. Fairly late in that period. 2-1 Washington now over Florida. So far for the Devils in terms of the Metropolitan Division, nothing is going right. So yay, we're having fun.
Nothing.
It's whatever.
A long way to go, trust me.
Oh, a long way to go. 1 minute to go here in this period. We'll see if either team can get something late here as Lazar tries to get around a defender. He cannot. Tanev gets to the puck. Over to Hanifin, wraps it around, and Devils player falls down here. Flames look to come the other way. Kadri has some space. He takes a shot and he rang it off the post. He beat Vanacek, but not the post. That's either the third or fourth time the Flames have hit the post tonight. Hanifin with space. Hanifin now tries the toe drag up or the backhand. Tried to wrap it around, but couldn't get it past. As now Anderson with a drive that hits the post as well.
Oh my God!
Too many
This game should be like 4-4 right now. This is
both teams should have like a bunch of goals. 20 seconds to go in the period here as Hanifin will play it. Slowly make his way up as maybe the Flames look for one last chance here. Puck goes all the way down, and I think, it will be an icing here against the Flames. So face-off back in the Calgary zone with 13.4 to go. Rasmus Anderson questioning why that's an icing, but ref called it. But again, Flames twice in the last minute hit the post.
Damn it.
Kyle is pissed.
Ridiculous. This is a joke.
Kyle, I remember a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, you were just getting pissed off that the Flames are winning. Now you're actually back to cheering for the Flames to win.
I don't know. This was before when we didn't have a first round pick, and now I'm like, you know what? Screw it.
Now we're just gonna have fun.
Well, okay, boys. If we win tonight, we're a point back of a playoff spot.
You are. That's true.
Okay,
that'll do it.
Get realistic here for a minute.
So the second period,
we could honestly sell our assets and still make the playoffs.
That would be hilarious.
I see. Then the issue you're at is your first round pick that you already have before you trade for a first from Vancouver. That's a 16th overall pick. That's middle of the pack pick again, and I'm just I don't know, man. Listen. I will say this. So if they make the playoffs and they're still selling off their assets, I'm like, well, okay, that's fine then. That's great. But
it's a successful year.
Just looking at Connor.
Connor wants to say something apparently.
No, don't worry.
But we are now at the end of the second period, 2-1 right. Calgary, thanks to a Connor Zary goal, and that's where we're at. Should we go to commercial break before we talk about that period?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. So we'll step aside for another moment to get another quick word from our sponsors.
Sounds good.
And we welcome everybody back here to our second intermission report of our game between the Calgary Flames and the New Jersey Devils. And after 40 minutes of play, it is 2-1 Calgary. Connor Zary with the only goal in that second period. It was early in the period, and I would highly recommend you go check it out because it was very sad. Vanacek stopped the puck originally, but it went through his legs. It was standing right there, and Zary, presence of mind to get to it, knock it in. And that's right now the difference in terms of that. But other than that, it's been a pretty even game, I would say. I think Calgary, like Noah kind of mentioned, they started to find their game. And now we've got ourselves a really tight, and what's really honestly at times also been a really good goaltending game overall from both of these teams.
Like you said too, it's been a goaltending battle all night, right? Like Markstrom is the only reason the Flames are in this game, and you can make an argument even later on in that second period that Vanacek and the post were reasons why the Devils are still in this game too, right? So,
right.
I expect a more high octane third period, just kind of similar to what we saw in the second, a little bit more urgency, I think, and the next goal is going to tell us a lot, as it always is with 2-1 games going into the third period. Yeah.
By the way, in case you wanted to know, this is what I was talking about.
I thought it was weird with that goal because it looked like the puck was up high, like at his chest.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't understand how we got from there to then on the ground behind him. I don't know.
Vanacek, his biggest issue is rebounding control or lack thereof.
Right.
He does it, and you've seen, if you look back at some of the highlights, there are several other times where Vanacek, it's a point-blank shot, but he doesn't have it. And that's the difference. When I look at Markstrom, he has that rebound control. Like, nothing is going – even the goal that they get, the goal that the Devils scored, it wasn't on Markstrom. It was just great passing. Markstrom can only do so much, and they end up scoring. Vanacek – with both goals, maybe not as much the Backlund goal. I mean, it would have been nice for him to get over there in time, but he didn't. Rebound control, lack thereof. And that's the difference in this game through 40 minutes. And so if you're the Devils, you got to feel frustrated because I think overall you've played a pretty good game. You've had a lot of really great opportunities, and you just, unfortunately, whether it's because of, Markstrom or even at times for themselves, the post, they haven't been able to score. And if you're Calgary, you got to have some pretty good confidence going into this third. You feel like you've kind of taken the Devils' best shots, and Markstrom's right there denying them, and you've been able to take advantage of a bad mistake by Vanacek, and that results in the goal. So that's
the one thing you're right. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's the one thing you should be a little bit worried for New Jersey, because it's like you've thrown a lot of really good chances at Markstrom tonight. And a lot of it's been puck bounces and yada, yada. And I think that Markstrom's kind of stood on his head a little bit too, which has been great. But having said that, it's like you've thrown a lot at him. Like, it feels like tonight's going to be the night where if the Devils are going to get back and tie this game, it's going to be a garbage goal, right? Like, It feels like that's the way it's going to go.
When you have a game like this, like in terms of just like an overall, like, good goaltending game, you're 9 times out of 10, the way that a team is going to score is either going to be, it's a really, really nice setup goal that, the goaltender just has no chance of getting. Like the goal that the Devils scored, it was just a really good play. Or you're going to get a garbage goal like Zary, is it Zary or Zary?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Connor Zary scored. So that's just it. And that's hockey. That's unfortunately hockey. And someone just mentioned from Devils Twitter, they said, if you switched these teams' goaltenders, like Vanacek on Calgary, Markstrom on the Devils,
it would be 8-0.
Yeah, I was going to say, would the score be the same? Probably not. And I think,
it would be like 8-0.
And it just sucks because overall, if you look at Vanacek's play tonight, it's been very good, but it's that one mistake that may end up costing the Devils, and it will be a prime example of the Devils need goaltending help because they're not getting it from a guy like him.
Yeah, if it stays 2-1 for the rest of the game, you have to.
I think we'd all be kind of disappointed.
I think we would be 100%.
Because you want to see, even though I'm a big goaltending guy, so me seeing a game where it's like really good goaltending, I'm all about. I'm all about it. But also there are times where I would like to see some goals.
I think we all would.
Right. You know?
I mean, heck, if you're a Flyers fan or a Bruins fan here, it looks like you're getting your way.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, if you're the Islanders too, I mean, you got 3-1 lead. It's still the first period, by the way, that one. It's just
right.
crazy.
Yeah, they kind of jumped up early.
And then this game, back and forth, 2-2, Washington and Florida.
So I did it on Tuesday because I needed to fill some time, and it worked really well. And we got our guests and we got a lot of people who commented about doing some trade proposals, right? Living in fantasy land a little bit, but like, who are some guys you can see kind of go out
Sure.
and where their destinations were. So some of the ones that we got were apparently like Trevor Zegras is not happy with certain members of the organization management. We don't know what's happening there. You know, Jake Gensel's name is still out there. Somebody threw out like Chris Letang too. Like there were a lot of different names that were thrown out.
Letang.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just kind of played in fantasy land a little bit, right? So
I think the first two are not necessarily as fantasy land, but Chris Letang feels like what?
Sure. Yeah. Also, Danelle wanted us to show us this. I think we covered it earlier, maybe with the local team stadium.
Yeah, no, we were saying before, like, you know, I totally get where you're coming from. I just personally am not a fan of the Islander uniform. I think it's boring. I think it's bland. I don't think it's that interesting. I think that they've had plenty of other better. I mean, I can even go on and say the first reverse retro. Remember that Navy one? Even that is better than what this is.
Agreed.
But the Rangers one I think is great. Honestly, I really like what they did with it. The Devils one, biased, whatever you want to, I think is great. And yeah, It looks orange on screen. I get it. I know it does. But like I'm telling you, like it's really
it's full blown red. So to finish off what I was saying, is there any players like other than kind of like who we've talked about tonight and those names that I kind of mentioned there? Is there anybody else that you would expect might be out the door come deadline day?
I'm really keeping my eye on Jake Allen. I mean, this is a guy that's been brought up numerous times before. I'm really curious to see what Montreal wants to do because I know that Jack, what is it? What's their Hughes, the GM of the
Ken Hughes. Ken Hughes.
Ken Hughes basically said without saying that it sounded like that the Habs were not necessarily looking to trade one of the three guys that they have, that they are totally fine with rocking three goalies the rest of the season. But I do think that they're going to get offers for Jake Allen, and I think it's going to be one of those where they're going to get something that's going to pique their interest.
You feel like it's going to be a high value, too, for Jake Allen,
for sure.
Yeah, like that might be the highest value you might get in his career.
Oh, no question. And Jake Allen hasn't had a great year by any means. Sure. But part of that has to do with look at the team that he plays for. And you you have to look at it that way.
Totally.
I know a lot of people have said about I'm trying to think of like who else would be like
goaltending, Marc-Andre Fleury.
Marc-Andre Fleury is a really interesting one because he has a full no trade clause. So he has full control of deciding. What I have been told is that I don't think he would welcome a deal to any team that plays in the same division as the Penguins. Because if you remember, when he was going to get traded from Chicago to whomever, there was a deal in place where Chicago was going to send him to the Capitals. And he said no. Do I think it would be different if he went to the Devils? I think it would be different because the Devils and Penguins are not really rivals. They're not. Do they play in the same division? Yes. But I think this. Either the Wild, either he goes to, I think he's got to go to like, I would think Edmonton.
Sure.
I don't know who else. Did Kuzmenko? I don't think Kuzmenko has any points tonight.
No, he doesn't. Sorry, I just wanted to answer this quick because
sure, no problem.
Backlund had an assist from Coleman and Mangiapane. Zari had an assist from Pospisil and Kadri. Continue.
There you go. So Fleury's an interesting one because his name has not been brought up a lot, but if the Wild continue to trend the way they're going, they're going to probably be sellers at the deadline, which I think they should. And I think Fleury would be somebody that could be enticing to a team that's goal needy. But again, he's a different situation. You got to go to him and say, okay, number one, are you okay with being traded to a contending team? Number two, are there certain teams you don't want to be traded to? Because it's possible that, let's go on a limb and say the Devils, right? They call Minnesota and say, hey, we want to trade for Fleury. Bill Guerin, the GM of the Wild, could say, look, we would certainly talk to you about a deal, but Fleury doesn't want to go to the Devils because they play the same
in the Metro. Yeah.
So, and then that's it. That's just straight up it. That's the end of the conversation. It doesn't get any further than that. So that'll be interesting. Markstrom, I think, is going to continue. His name's going to continue to swirl until something happens one way or the other.
It won't. It won't. It's too close to the deadline, and there's no reason to rush with that decision either with Markstrom. Like, he's
not tanking. And you're not tanking.
You're on term. He's on term for a couple of years still. Like, there's really no rush to move a guy who doesn't seem like he wants to be moved either, which is a good sign, right? And there's just no point, right? You want to just keep it the way it is. A team to keep an eye on, though, for potentially if Fleury goes, would be Colorado, right?
They need goaltending.
It's a two-goalie system, right? Going into the playoffs this year, I'm so curious to see what the Rangers do goaltending-wise come playoff time.
Nothing.
But Sirkin's played terrible.
I know. Do I think that they need goaltending? Yes. Do I think they will do that? No, I don't.
No. I'm not saying that.
They will be ignorant about it. Yeah, no, they'll be ignorant about it with Shesterkin. I've often said this before, and this is going to come off like I'm just being some jerked off Devils fan crapping on I'm not.
Here we go.
I'm being honest.
All in Jimmy.
The Rangers are treating Shesterkin the same way they treated Henrik Lundqvist, which is, he's so good that we don't have to necessarily give him a ton of support because he'll bail us out. And it's like, yeah, how did that go about? Look at how the Rangers lost to the Devils last year in the playoffs. Beginning of that series, they were scoring at will. Bang, bang, Vanacek was awful. Kira Schmid comes in and starts dominating. All of a sudden, they can't score. So Shesterkin's still giving up only 2, maybe 3 goals. Not enough.
Right.
Not enough.
I remember that too when we did that series. I remember that too when we did that series, and it was like Shesterkin was left to die on a hill.
He was left to die.
Yeah, like that's what it was.
Lundqvist throughout most of his career was led to die.
Yeah,
like even in the finals against LA in 2014, he's the only reason it got even to 5 games.
And nobody even scored on the team either, right? Like Kaapo Kakko wasn't there. Like Lafreniere was not really there, right? Yeah. Remember the comparison I made earlier before we jumped on was that Lafreniere is basically the younger version of Jonathan Huberdeau.
Jonathan Huberdeau, yeah. Oh, and that's other, you just brought up the Ranger, Kaapo Kakko. It sounds like he might be on his way out.
He'll get dealt. If the Rangers
get dealt for nothing.
Better, he's going to be a trading piece for sure.
But how much value does the kid have at this point?
He doesn't. That's the problem. He doesn't.
He's probably going to be in a deal for there's going to be more than just him.
But if we're other GMs here, right, and the Rangers are willing to get, if you know that a trading piece is clearly Kaapo Kakko, why would I want him? If I want to get Kaapo Kakko, I'll take my chances in free agency when I don't have to trade an asset for him.
No, unless you're getting something else that is enticing.
It would have to be a really good deal. I don't think there's a lot of teams who want Kakko right now.
No,
I don't know. That's just me. I don't think Kakko. It would be tough to get Kakko in a trade right now.
Sure.
I don't know. Noah, what do you think?
What do I think of what?
Do you think a team would want Kaapo Kakko?
No.
That's a good question. Good question. Let me put it this way. So he was a 2nd overall pick in 2019. I think honestly there could be a team that could look at him as a reclamation project.
I think for me, I was just saying that
Calgary.
I wouldn't get him at the trade deadline. I'd sign him free agency if I could.
For sure. Yeah.
I wouldn't trade assets for him.
That is a very
all right, let's do this.
So here we go as we are now underway in this third period. 2-1 is our score. Calgary.
By the way, Kyle, I'll just add to this, but if the Rangers and the Flames had come together in the Lindholm trade, I'm very sure Kakko would have been coming back as well.
Kakko was involved. He totally
100%.
was involved in that, and I'm glad we didn't get him.
I was going to say the trivia question came up again here on my feed, so I want to see what the answer is. Who was second on the Flames in 03-04 for points? It was Craig Conroy. It was Craig Conroy.
Damn it. That's bullcrap.
Kyle said Martin Chelina with so much confidence, and he was wrong.
Hey, it's not bullshit when your answers incorrect.
Kuzmenko almost had a breakaway chance.
But of course they set up that friggin' he's got the Conroy jersey. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
there you go.
That's so stupid. Of course they set it up like that. It's like, it's so.
Again, Craig Conroy, GM. They're talking about him a lot. The funny thing is that with the MSG crew, they always bring up a trivia question that has something to do with the game that specific game. It has something to do with it, whether it's like a former player is like a coach. It's how they always do it. They always get you.
Kuzmenko had a good chance early on. He was almost on a breakaway here.
Yeah, I was saying that before. So now the Devils look to come the other way here as Blake Coleman tried to get around a defender. He cannot. This is broken up. Jack Hughes looks to come the other way. He's got a little bit of space. Getting into the zone. Stays on sides. Tried to feed it over to the Foley, but a good stick play there from Hannafin. Flames come back the other way. Backlund up the center of the ice into the offensive zone. Backlund feeds it over. Backhand try by Mangiapane is saved by Vanacek. I think he got a piece of it. As now the Devils will slow it up here for a moment. It's crazy. In a game like this where it's 2-1, if you're the losing team, it kind of feels like you're down by more than one goal in a way. Because of just like how good the other goaltender has been or just the defensive play from the other team.
Well, it's going to take – for New Jersey, not playing stupid. Totally playing stupid here. It's going to take 2 more goals to win the game, right? Can you get 2 more goals by Jacob Markstrom tonight?
Might take more. It might take more. Who knows? That was shot there for Calgary. That one is stopped, but they called an offsides. Thank God, because the rebound was right there.
So also, we have a new JJ, also J&J checking in.
JJ? J&J, sorry.
He also says the Blackhawks would take, I'm guessing it was Kakko, who we were talking about earlier.
Hockey,
they would take anything they could get.
I could see Chicago. Chicago
I would too. Actually, that's actually.
But what would the Blackhawks want? What would the Rangers even
goes to free agency? I could see him go to Chicago.
Yeah, Bedard. They go, hey, that Patrick Kane trade we made with you guys that was so much fun? Can we do that with Bedard as well? That'd be great.
Can you imagine?
You know what? The Blackhawks, I don't put anything past them. I could see him doing something stupid.
The next big name, superstar player trade could be do you have an idea of Rystyle's name next year?
Ovechkin.
The free agency, I don't know.
I think it's Ovechkin.
You think Ovechkin gets traded?
Yep.
Are you crazy?
No, I'm not.
Why?
Because I've heard it before. I've heard rumors. Oh my God, is that puck? Did it go in? I think it did, and the Flames have scored.
Let's go!
I don't know. Vanacek is. I'm so lost as that puck ended up in the net. But it's Kevin motherfucking Rooney.
It's Kevin Rooney.
Oh my
Is it
God.
the Roonster?
I hate. Wow.
I love that.
Wow. That's what I get.
Of course.
Great play from Rooney. He just kept pushing and pushing. Vanacek again just could not control it. And that puck definitely went in before Vanacek fell in. That puck is in, and the Flames have doubled the lead to 3-1.
Oh,
that's ridiculous. How does he score that?
Wow.
That's not a good goal.
That makes it now 3 unanswered goals from Calgary. Backlund, Zari, and then former Devil Kevin Rooney as he scores at the
the
155 mark. First goal of the season for Kevin Rooney.
Neil, you deserve that.
100%. I deserve it. I do.
Totally
I do. I had it coming. It's okay. I had it coming, and I'll own it.
I love how, like, right before we started, too, you were like, we were going through the lines. Or whatever.
I hate Kevin Rooney.
Like, fucking Kevin Rooney.
Well, to be fair, Kyle, has he been any good in Calgary?
No, of course not.
No, he sucks.
Daryl Sutter put him down in the AHL. He's been terrible.
I know. But Ryan Huska loves the guy.
Kevin Rooney. That's so funny.
Yep. Well, the Devils' deficit has increased as frustration's got to be setting in because once again, got to call it like it is, a weak goal given up by Vitek Vanacek.
Yeah.
Now the Flames have doubled the lead here early in the third.
Question here from Jared, guys. Which Winter Classic game do you want to see next? After
Winter Classic? I don't know. It's a good question. So we have a penalty here against the... Oh, it's Tanev who's hurt. Now Tanev is hurt again.
Oh!
Well, no, I think he got caught. No. He's not like hurt. Oh, he just went to the... Okay, maybe he is. He just went to the locker room again.
You're teasing us too much! Kick him out!
It's a high sticking against Eric Hall. I think there might have been blood. This might be 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got him good. Damn. He got him good. I mean, boom! Right in the head.
Yeah, that's not good.
So the Flames have the opportunity here to really kind of put this one away and really just kind of get it. We'll see what let's see what the refs call here.
Is it going to be 4 minutes?
We'll see.
Right, no.
They did call it. They gave it a 4 minute.
Oh,
it's a 4 minute double minor against Eric Halla. I think, hold on. That's the original call. I want to see what the refs are saying.
Halla knew it too, right
4
away.
minutes. Double minor.
They call it? Is it 4 minutes? I have the game muted, so it is 4 minutes. So the Flames with the chance to really put the nail in the coffin here. They just made it 3-1 and now have a great opportunity with a 4 minute double minor power play here with a chance to go up by 3, maybe even 4 if they get going.
Let me say this, guys.
Sorry, what?
Kevin Rooney has more goals in 2024 than Connor Brown does.
Nice.
That's not good.
Start the parade.
Speaking of Kevin Rooney.
Gosling, he was a reject on the Rangers too, my friend. Like, I don't know why you're trying to... No, seriously, he was on the Rangers too and he sucked. He's now Sharangovich with a shot! And that one deflects up and out of play as Sharangovich looking for a goal here in his return to New Jersey, but a good save there from Vanacek.
To answer Jared's question too very quickly, is that anywhere but a baseball stadium? Throw it in some college football stadium and pack it.
Why not? Put it on the campus.
Yeah.
People will show up.
Yes.
People will show up.
They need to do that 100%.
like where has anybody tried? You know what they haven't tried yet?
They hit the post.
Oh, he did hit the post. Yeah, Sharangovich's shot did hit the post.
Who's most likely to become a New Jersey goaltender? I'd love Gibson because I'm an Anaheim Devils fan, but what do you guys think? Neil, take it away.
Who's most like at this deadline? Probably someone like Jake Allen, if I'm being honest, because the Devils, I just don't think that they have the time to really work out a deal to get someone like a Gibson or I don't want to say a Markstrom because like he has term, but not a lot. As now an opportunity, breakaway, shorthanded. Nico Hischier comes in with a shot, he scores! Nico Hischier shorthanded, and the Devils have cut the deficit to 1. It's 3-2 Calgary.
That feels like something that would happen. I'm not surprised. All right, we're playing that. If they get an empty netter, I'm calling you on.
Yeah.
But a great job there by the captain, Nico Hischier, and the Devils are back in this one. A big-time goal. It went under the glove of Markstrom. Let's see it again. Yeah, just under the glove. Great shot from Nico Hischier.
Brutal. Problem is you still have to kill a 3-minute power play, but good
that's unfortunate. But 14th goal of the year for Nico Hischier, and that is a much-needed goal for New Jersey.
See, but that's the thing, though, now, Neil, is like this could have been a 2-2 game.
The Devils could be winning 4-1 if I'm being honest.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Well, and to go back to answering the question from J&J, here's where I'm at. Do I want Gibson? Part of me, yes, and a part of me not, because I'm worried about what if Gibson is just not that good anymore.
Depends on the package.
Well, well, that's the other issue. Is like,
Right.
you're gonna have to give up a decent amount.
That's the problem.
So, I'll tell you one name that would be interesting. Capo Kakinen.
That one.
Because again, I don't think he's as bad as his numbers say. Because again, the Sharks are just god awful.
Yeah, that would be an upgrade for sure.
Anything right now is an upgrade, Kyle.
Mackenzie Blackwood,
like it is. Kyle, you could give us Vladard, and that would be an upgrade.
There you go.
You could give us Wolf. I mean, you could give us Wolf. I'll take him. You don't want to.
Classic in Canada. I think it's
good opportunity there from Huberdeau. Is now the Devils will flip it out. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, sorry, just real quick from Jared, like the Winter Classic, I think is just
in Canada. It's
the Heritage Classic every year.
Well, yeah, is that considered to be like Canada's version of the Winter Classic?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to understand where that came from.
I would say next is probably going to be like Ottawa, Montreal, or something stupid like that. That's just my guess.
That we already did that.
Well, we have 7 teams. What do you want?
Well, I am upset.
Nico, best captain in the game.
I don't know about that. Let's not get crazy here, okay? Okay, it's Brad Marchand. Let's call it like it is.
Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Hey, can we all agree on this though about Marchand? Is you would love him if he was on your team, and I would love him if he was on my team.
I agree. Yeah, he's the type of guy you love. You love him on your team. You hate him when you're playing against him. Yeah. That's the way that I see it. As now an opportunity. No second intercept. Throws it in front to Lazar, and he just missed. Oh, Lazar looked like he had a tap in open net, but couldn't get his stick on the puck. Devils nearly with another shorthanded goal here as 50 seconds to go in the Calgary power play. Again, this was a 4-minute double minor high sticking against Arizona. Fair enough. I didn't know how to respond to that. I'm like, all right, fair enough. As now the Flames are trying to set it up here. They finally do with 33 seconds to go. Anderson now over to Backlund, back to Anderson in the right corner, moves it up the right side, now gets it back top of the point, it's with some space, over to Backlund. Backlund now gets it over, now to the left side to Zari. Zari getting crunched by Curtis Lazar, both teams whacking at it. Lazar is able to clear with 10 seconds to go on the power play. And that's pretty much going to do it. So the Devils, not only do they kill off the 4-minute double minor, but they get a shorthanded goal and cut the deficit to 1. Huberdeau with a shot that would stop. Rebound tried by Sharon Govich is fought up by Vanacek as well. Brad now coming the other way with some space. Jesper Brad, he'll dump it into the left corner. Markstrom will go and play it, and he'll actually just cover. And we'll get a whistle. 12:26. To go in this third period. Both teams with a goal.
That's Flames hockey for you, folks.
It's still a 1-goal lead for the Flames here in this one against the Devils. This is
That's Flames hockey for you.
This has been a weird game, huh?
It's been such a weird game.
See, here's the thing, guys. I don't have like a whiskey bottle or any of those things hidden around here or something like that, so I'm drinking water.
Hydrate before you dihydrate. That's the way I look at it.
H2O.
We need H2O.
But Connor's got the Coors Light for us, so he's
drinking water. This guy's drinking water.
He just puts the Coors Light. You mean to tell me that water's in that Coors Light?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I can show you a lot more than water, man.
12 minutes.
So here's where we're at. We have one goaltender that's given up a couple of softies. We have another goaltender who's doing everything possible to keep his team from losing this game.
Mm-hmm.
They're winning, but the Devils certainly have some of the momentum with killing off that 4-minute penalty kill and then getting that shorthanded goal from Nico Hischier.
Yeah, Markstrom. The Devils have all the momentum right now.
All right.
I think Toffoli for Sharon Govich was a what? What was it?
A?
It was A? Because what J&J, could you repeat that question? Because I'm not sure exactly.
Well, so like to speak on that, like, you know, we talked about it before we started, and like we basically said at this point in time as of today, it was good for both teams.
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
Nobody lost that trade.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, an L.
Oh, an L.
For who?
Oh, like I think Toffoli for Sharangovich was an L.
Oh, so is he saying that the Devils trading Sharangovich for Toffoli was an L? Am I understanding that correctly? Is that his opinion?
So.
Okay. I don't personally, and I understand it because everybody looks at what Sharangovich has done this year and say, oh, like, look at how he's blossomed. How much of that could he have actually done with this Devils team, if we're being honest? Like, it's been tough for him. He was at one point, he was getting benched during the playoffs. I don't know exactly because he wasn't playing all that well. So, like, no disrespect to Sharangovich. I'm happy for the kid. Do not get me wrong. But it's just like, it just wasn't going to work out in New Jersey. And that happens sometimes. I say before, Pavel Zacha, who was so irritating for many years in New Jersey, not finding his game. He goes to Boston, and guess what? He's finally clicked. It just sometimes, every team goes through this, where sometimes certain players, it just doesn't work out for them in certain places. So I think it's worked out for both teams in one way or another. Toffoli is the Devils' leading goal scorer right now, so I don't really know exactly why people are looking at it from the Devils' perspective and saying it's an L when they have basically the same stats.
Yeah. I was just looking at real quick, because I was talking about earlier with you, Neil, about like first round picks or whatever, and like how it would all shape out. Something that I've forgotten personally was back at the Tkachuk trade, right?
Uh-huh.
About the 20.
Oh, hello.
What?
Pospisil had a nice little punch to the face to Eric.
I'll make this quick. I'll make it quick. So, like,
no, you're good.
I didn't realize this, but we have also Florida's 2025 first round pick. If that pick is a lottery pick, we get Florida's 2026 first round pick in that trade. So I completely forgot about that. Anyway,
yeah. That is interesting.
Also, we got a new lover of the fan page.
Thank you, J&J. Appreciate it.
Very nice.
Appreciate the support.
We've almost had 200 subscribers in the past 2 weeks.
As sick as Timo Meier with a shot that gets blocked. Opportunity here is that shot. High riser is fought off by Markstrom. Devils putting on some good pressure here. But again, Markstrom has been the big difference for Calgary. Why they currently are up 3-2. Although, again, are we really, like, how much do we blame that second goal, the shorthanded one, on Markstrom? Should he have stopped that? Was it one?
I don't blame that. I blame that on Kuzmenko.
Yeah, he definitely lost the puck there. Not ideal in terms of that, especially when you're on the power play as, Uyghur gets dragged down by Timo Meier. No penalty. I thought for sure they were going to call something. Vanacek fights it off to the left corner. Calgary putting on some pressure here. A one-time shot. That one's fought off. Turnaround try, and they score! And it's Andrei Kuzmenko! As he redeems himself with a turnaround goal to the right of Vanacek. And the Flames have doubled the lead again. It's now 4-2 Calgary.
That's his second goal into it. Back to he's got a goal in each game so far. Let's go, man.
Oh, geez, Vanacek.
Let's see what happens.
I don't know, man. That's just another bad one.
Well, for one,
I mean, Kevin Ball is standing right there.
Scores! That's awesome. Sorry, no.
No, don't apologize. Why are you apologizing? I don't get that. Why are you apologizing?
Like, when they got
sorry for saying sorry, eh? Sorry, man. I'm so sorry for saying sorry.
Like, off of his blocker and into the corner. Like, it's one of those, like, dude, if the puck's coming out, like, just cover it up. Like,
yeah. Well, this is who Vanacek is. He just doesn't have confidence in himself to stop a shot on the first shot. It's
rebounds, though. Yeah.
The rebounds are awful. They're very, very bad. And at this point, you do have to really consider. You really have to consider buying him out at some point because first of all, I don't think that any team would take him in a trade at this point. Not because like a team needs a goaltender, but just to make the money work. I just don't think that's going to happen. I just think that I've often said that Vanacek's a nice guy. He's got a funny personality, but his performances have just been bad. What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you, man.
Not good. Jimmy's back in. Jimmy, what's going on? Good to see you again. We're having a time and a half here. Speaking of which, actually, I think I have a game with Jimmy coming up soon.
Oh, do you now? Nice.
I think I do. I think the Flames are in New York next week, and I think I'm in on that one. Double checking. Yeah, I am in that one.
Noah's already confirmed that. He's like, yep.
Yep. You are. February 12th. Yeah, so that's on what day of the week is that? Like a Tuesday? It's a Monday. That works too. Monday.
Who doesn't love Tuesday night hockey?
Jimmy, I'll see you Monday night.
There you go. There you go. So Andrei Kuzmenko with his second goal already as a Calgary Flame. Turnaround goal there. That makes it 4-2. And that, to me, I think pretty much kills the momentum for New Jersey, because they were coming on and it looked like that they were ready to get that tying goal. But once again, Vanacek does not bail them out, or not even bail them out, doesn't come through with the save. And so now you're once again down by 2. Still a lot of time left in this game, no question.
Lots of time, Neil.
But
lots of time.
You kind of wonder to yourself, as that shot off the face-off from Hughes just went wide. Colin Miller throws it in front, also just goes wide. As Toffoli tried to play it to Hataka, and he missed him. It goes all the way back down where Vanacek will play it. Miller wraps it around the boards. Jack Hughes, who's been kind of quiet. Jack Hughes not as soon as I say that, here he comes through the center of the ice, drop to the Mercer. Hughes tries to get a deflection, but he couldn't get his stick on it. Why do I talk? Why do I even bother? As that shot there goes wide of Markstrom. Devils trying to keep it in, but it goes out of the zone, so the Devils will go back. So Devils right out of the TV timeout are immediately trying to go back and put that pressure on, and they got to find a way. Kuzmenko gets the goal. Noah Hannafin and Zari with assists. So Zari has a goal and an assist tonight. Noah Hannafin has 2 assists tonight. And Andrei Kuzmenko, who we were just getting on him for giving up, for being the reason that shorthanded goal happened for Nico Hischier. He redeems himself and gets the lead back up to 2.
I have to switch subjects for a second, and I have to ask Noah and Connor this question.
No.
So it's my dad's 60th birthday, and he's out there with my mom right now, currently in Banff. And they were supposed to go dog sledding today. Is there no snow out there? Like, is
in
it
Banff? I haven't been there
or like just
in a long time, and especially not this year. So I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I was just told that they had to like cancel this thing because like that was what they wanted to do, but they were like, it's so like where they are right now in like Banff and Canmore and like around Calgary too has been like pretty dull in terms of snow.
It's been less than ideal for precipitation, and it's also been just with. I mean, at least last week, especially, it was how hot it was. Like, yeah,
makes sense. Got it.
So, yeah,
got it. Okay, I
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it while it lasted.
That's good. That's right. I just wanted to know if they were chickening out of it. That's all. Anyway,
Devils' next 3 games after tonight, they're in Carolina on Saturday night, and then they're back home on Monday against the Kraken, and then the following day they travel to Nashville to take on the Predators for the first time this year. So Blake Coleman tries to get into the zone. Timo Meier chips it over to Alexander Holtz. Holtz chips it out of Holla, as now the Holtz, Toffoli, and Hughes line has been broken up. What a shock. Good on Lindy Ruff to give up as early as he did. Anyway, puck in the right side here, gets it top of the point to Colin Miller. Miller takes a shot that pops high into the air. I mean, as high as it could be. Puck stays in. Holtz now with it. Holtz feeds it in front, couldn't get it to Timo Meier, and the Flames will just flip it out. It kind of feels like right now the Flames are playing a little bit more defensive, like basically trying to hold on to this lead at the moment.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I think so too. Agreed. Yeah.
So we'll see if what the Devils can do in this last 7.5 minutes. They need to at least tie it and most likely force overtime. They'll need 3 in the next 7.5 minutes to win.
I'm guessing we're getting a lot of people coming over now from from the Bruins and Canucks stream that we also have going on right now.
Right.
Because I think that game is over.
I think people have thrown in the towel.
7 minutes left, and it's 4-0 Boston still.
For sure.
So, there you go.
Yeah, that'll do it. 7:10 to go here in the third of this one. Again, 4-2 Calgary. I do not. I'm just drinking water.
Everyone's having H2O tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with drinking water consistently. There's nothing wrong.
I think me and Connor can say the same. I saw the Coors Light for him earlier, and I have a
No, it's all water, man.
Oh yeah, no, it's water. Yeah, that's a good point. Everything's water.
Flips it over as Jack Hughes with a shot that won't stop. Rebound, try again. Markstrom makes the save. Where's the puck? It's somehow in Markstrom's equipment. And we get another face-off here.
Ask you about my question
I have
this.
this. I do have some also. I have some water in a jar too. Don't mind this. It's called something really weird. Don't worry about what it's called. But it's it's just a fancy water. No.
I love it. That's awesome.
Devils once again with some great chances, but Markstrom with some really good saves, denying John Marino on that last one. That was awesome.
Nice. That was worth it.
It was great. Face off one here by the Devils. Jack Hughes now over the left side now to his brother Luke. Luke, that one's deflected up and just goes over the head of Markstrom. Devils keeping it in. Jack Hughes with a shot, and that one goes right into the glove of Markstrom. And we'll get another face off.
Okay, let's see the Flames do make the playoffs, Kyle.
Okay.
You'll have to come
let's
to town.
Let's have this conversation. Let's go.
You'll have to come to town if they make the playoffs.
The tickets? A playoff?
Yeah, you're going into town and you're seeing the Flames get absolutely shit kicked.
Yeah.
For the two games they're in town.
You guys are nuts.
Oh, if they make the playoffs, I'll make that deal. For sure. I'll fly out. Absolutely.
They make the Cup final, you going?
Tickets are, but I'm in.
If they make the Cup final like we did in 2004, I can't wait to have constant conversations and say, yeah, no, there's gonna be another time where it'll be in, and at Game 6.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll be, you know what? Oh my God, can you imagine
20 years from now. It's gonna be the same conversation 20 years from now. If well, you can get in, anything can happen.
Right.
It's true.
Can you imagine if it's against fucking Tampa?
Mm.
God,
Oh my
God. I can't.
I don't know if I can handle another Cup final loss to the Lightning, guys.
If they make it this year, it's probably going to be against the Canucks in the first round. Let's be honest.
Interesting.
I think we could take them. I think we totally could.
And that's a deflected score! Andre Palat, his second of the night, and the Devils have cut it to one again. It's now 4-3 with 6:14 to go.
Devils scored.
How funny is it how we started talking about playoffs?
Still 6 minutes left in the game.
I know.
I haven't said a word for 2 minutes. I'm just listening to all three of you, and then I just come out of nowhere with that. Jeez, that had to hurt. Oh, ow. That hit Palat in the knee and then went in. You can make an art. I don't know if this is, Are we looking at it? Are we thinking about it? Are we thinking goalie interference? Huska, what are you thinking? He's nodding his head. I have no idea what that means.
Why did it look?
Oh no! He let it go. Let it go. We're good.
No,
Andre
I don't
Palat.
think you can. No, you can't really argue. I don't think there's enough evidence here.
That's the way I look, and I think because of the situation where the game is right now, I think it's too risky. So Andre Palat, his second of the game, 8th goal of the year, and now the Devils are once again back down to 1. It's now a shot from Lazar, and that one's fought off by Markstrom. Devils are coming in waves right now. Toffoli gets knocked down. Fans want a penalty, and they're not getting. Oh no, they are going to get it. As now the Devils have a delayed penalty against the Flames, and it is a penalty. With 5:40, it's going to be a tripping call, and it looks like it's going to be Pospisil who will go to the box. But now the Devils, who have just cut it to 1, now will go to their second power play of the night with 5:40 to go in this one and a chance to potentially tie it.
This is really our fault at the end of the day. It really is.
Well, let's see what happens.
No,
I'm not saying.
I blame you. You're the
No,
one.
I hope they score. I hope they score.
Wait, who are you blaming? Are you blaming me?
I blame Noah.
I thought you were talking. I'm like, what did I say? I didn't say anything.
Started it by talking about playoffs. 1,000%.
I'm just thinking, like, what if the Devils like come back and win this game? Like, how much is Noah just gonna be like silent?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, guys. This could be some level of reverse psychology. Like
No way. No shot. Okay.
Can we just establish? By the way, can we just? It was just really funny because you guys were like going on and on. I'm not saying anything. I'm just watching, and then that happens, and I just come out of nowhere with that.
Yeah. Flames hockey for you. It can't be easy.
Oh God, that's funny. I'm sorry, that was just really funny.
I'm like fully embracing that we're gonna lose this game now.
You're fully embracing it. You're gonna blow this.
I'm totally embracing this.
In overtime or in regulation? That's my question.
Oh my God, I'm gonna laugh regardless.
Well, I mean, from the Devils' perspective, if we take you to overtime, it doesn't affect us because it's like you're in the Western Conference. You have no.
Yeah, if we get a point, we're 2 points back all of a sudden. So it's like
we're helping you.
Watch us get a short goal.
So we'll see. So now the Devils got their second power play of the night. This is a big opportunity here to potentially tie this game up at 4. They just cut it to 1 on an Andre Palat goal, his second of the game. And now we'll see what the Devils do here. Pospisil again in the box, 2 minutes for tripping. Sick number, by the way. And also he's got the dark visor. This dude really thinks he's hot stuff. No, I'm serious. Legit. Is that shot off the face-off is stopped by Markstrom and the Flames clear it?
Nothing's okay. Nothing's ever okay.
You're not down 4-0, Kyle. You'll do fine.
Okay. Nothing's ever okay.
No, the Devils are trying to set up here, but just some good play. Now they try. Oh, Jack Hughes was able to stay on sides, and he'll circle back as now he'll come up the center of the ice, gets around a defender, still with it now. He'll wrap it around the boards. It gets it to Tyler Toffoli. Gets it now over to Luke Hughes. He chips it over to Jack. Puck is bouncing in the left corner. Nico Hischier tried to get to it. Flames are able to get it. Can they get it out? They cannot. Jesper Bratt gets it top of the point now to Luke Hughes. Feeds it over to Jack. Lost the puck. Regains it. Devils looking to set up here. Hughes around the net. Still with it now. Jack Hughes. Going around, he feeds it now to Luke. Luke now feeds it in front to Foley. Couldn't control it. He regains the puck. To Foley now. Waits. Top of the point to Luke Hughes. Hughes now with it. Over now to Brad. Now to Jack Hughes. Jack with a shot. That one is fought off by Markstrom. Luke Hughes back to Jack with 50 seconds to go on the power play. Jack Hughes now with a little bit of space. Waits. Toe drag. Shot. That gets blocked and goes up and out of play with 44 seconds to go on the power play.
Jacob Berkshire was really looking at Jack Hughes and being like, man, I wish I was playing behind him.
It seems like they were waiting a long time to try to have somewhat of a scoring opportunity here. Like they wasted a lot of that power play passing it around.
They do a lot of that. They do a lot of passing the puck around because they're trying to set up the beauty shot, and it's not there.
But it's like you have to fire it at some point.
I know. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just telling you, this is Devils hockey. This is Devils hockey. As Rasmus Andersson is able to clear it down, and Vanacek will go touch up with 35 seconds to go on this power play. 4:11 to go in the third. Now Luke Hughes comes up the center of the ice, and he'll pass it back over now to his brother Jack. Jack feeds it now over to Nico Hischier. Hischier with a shot, and that one is gloved and covered by Markstrom. Nico is pissed. I would be pissed too. Good. That was great. Just good.
Now that I've been working here for like 2 years now almost, there's 2 games that I mark on the calendar now, Neil.
Uh-huh. And they are what?
It's the Leafs and the Devils.
Kyle hates me, in case you haven't found that out yet, everybody. Kyle hates me.
We've been through the ringer, man. Like
we have been through the ringer.
We've been through the ringer.
We've been through the ringer for sure. Devils power play now still going. Gets it top of the point. Fakes the slap shot. Drive there! And that one just goes wide of Markstrom and goes out of play. Who took that shot? Was that Palat? Palat was looking for the Hattie on that one.
When do you pull the goalie?
Give it a minute.
Put the puck in the back of the onion bag. I've never heard of that one
The
before.
onion bag. What? I mean, I guess I could see that.
That's funny.
That's just weird. Okay.
Never heard of that before.
I've never heard of it either. All right. Face off to the left of Markstrom here. 12 seconds to go on the Devil power play. Timo Meier up to Holla. Now to Colin Miller. Miller over to Alexander Holtz. Holtz. Wait, shot. And that one goes wide of Markstrom. And that puck comes all the way out of the zone. So power play is up for the Devils. They did not score. 3.5 minutes to go in this third. Flames still up 4-3. Timo Meier up the right side into the offensive zone. Tries to feed it in front to Holla, but that pass was broken up. Huberdeau feeds it all the way over now to Weegar. Shots are now 42-28 in favor of the Devils, to no one's surprise.
That's wild. It was so close before the power play, and all of a sudden it was just like boom, 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 boom. Like, or even
that's very true. 3:10 to go in this period. We will keep our eye on Vitek Vanacek to see if and when he does get pulled, as Huberdeau near the Devils bench looking for help. He can't get it, as now the Devils will intercept it, and Nemitz will control with 2:55 and ticking to go in this period. That pass just out of the reach of Nico Hischier. No offsides. No icing. I thought it would have been. As that puck comes out in front. Now the Flames control it. Flames will chip it back into the zone. That puck deflects out of play. Oh my. My. Did that? Oh no. Is that going to be a delay game? Nico Hischier wants a delay of game, but I don't think they're going to get it. I think
Hold on.
Do you call it a delay of game? It deflects off a player.
No, you don't.
No,
right? No, you don't.
It looked like it deflected off a Flame stick and then went out of play.
If it deflects regardless, they wouldn't.
So that's why I'm saying I don't think it's not a. No, they didn't call it. Face off at the center dot right now with 2:42 to go.
No, that's not. No.
Yeah, that would have been a weak call if they called that.
Man, someone must have gotten hit in the head though with the puck.
Jeez.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you're right. They're looking at somebody in the stands. I hope they're okay.
Yeah, everyone was standing there for a second there. And
and I think that's why Nico Hischier was trying to get the attention of somebody, because he kept being like, hey, somebody's here. Oh, Pospisil. He might have said, oh my God, Vanacek just came way out of his own net. What is he doing? And then Pospisil throws it. What just happened?
What?
What the fuck just happened? What? Is it a goal? I don't know. I'm so lost. It just something happened.
I'll tell you because I'm behind because I haven't seen it yet.
Kyle, just watch and nothing will make sense.
Okay.
What what is Vanacek doing? And then he just decked Kadri.
What is he doing that for?
What are you, an idiot? What in the Sam hell are you doing?
What are you stopping it for? He's the one out of the net.
What the fuck? What was that? Is this a goal? Like, Pospisil threw it into the net. So I just want to know, is there a goal that happened?
What just happened?
I'm so lost. Kadri is confused. I'm so confused. Did they call a penalty? Vanacek's just standing there like an idiot.
He's the one that came out 30 feet out of the net or even more, whatever. Like, he came
if
out.
They call,
Kadri, is that a goal? That's a goal.
Is it a goal? Did they give it to him? Kadri's shaking his head, so something is not. All right, so what are we calling here? Are we calling nothing? By the way, Pospisil, I know it was an empty net, open net, but that was a sick shot. I'm just going to point that out. It was sharp angle too.
But this is bullcrap.
I'm still lost. What the fuck just happened?
That's a goal all day long.
I don't know what just happened. I'm confused.
That's on Vanacek, though. He's the
so
one
they called nothing. So, guys, they called nothing. It's still 4-3. No penalty. No empty net goal. No nothing. I am so confused. Why was there nothing called?
Why? Yeah. Why? Why we?
Like,
why
you
would
can
you blow the
call a
whistle at
penalty.
that point? Why wouldn't
You
you
can
blow
call
the
a penalty.
Why would you blow the whistle?
I agree. Well, now the net is empty for the Devils as Vanacek went to the box. I mean, not to the box. Went to the bench. Probably should go to the box. Flames trying to get it out. They cannot. Oh, now they get an opportunity. Flames looking for the empty net. Is Backlund now shot there. That hit the post. Even on an empty net, the Flames hit the post. almost.
What is
Okay,
happening?
all right. So the
1:40 to
Devils are
go.
going to score. Devils are going to score.
Toffoli, it's intercepted by Mangiapane. Mangiapane with space, takes a shot, and he scores.
There we go.
Mangiapane with the empty net, and that is pretty much going to do it for this one, as the Flames are going to come into Jersey and get what I would consider to be a well-deserved win.
I'm still lost.
I'm still focused on about a minute ago.
What was the point of the call?
There was no call. That was the thing. There was no call. I think the refs were just as confused and stunned as the players were.
It's like you keep to me, like, that's all on Vanacek. He's the one that goes all the way out there.
Vanacek is okay, Kyle, let me interrupt you. Vanacek is an absolute moron. On so many levels.
He goes to the blue line, man.
Bro, I've only seen that once in my entire life. I saw, I'm trying to think. What was his? Oh. It was, do you guys remember when Marian Gaborik, who was on the Wild at this time, had that breakaway, and then Dominic comes you know what? No, and I remember, like,
that reminds me of what was it? The Leaf goalie that came all the way out and they had to throw their friggin' emergency goalie in. David Ayres, remember that?
David Ayres, yeah.
I can't remember who goalie was at the time, but same thing. Like, he went all the way out to the friggin' top of the circle.
And fucking, what was it, Carter Hutton?
Yeah.
Who was on the, he got fucking flipped.
Alford was involved too, or something like that.
So, out of all that, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Mangiapane just scored an empty net goal, and it's 5-3 with 1:34 to go in this one.
I can't believe what we just saw. That was ridiculous.
I can't. I feel like I can't focus on the rest of this game because I'm just trying to fathom what
I forgot.
That long.
Sorry.
That's okay. Well, again, to be fair, like, we're all just stunned here. I don't know what to say at this point.
That's the craziest thing I've seen this season.
Oh, for sure. It's now the Devils once again pulled VTech. I don't know why. It's not going to matter. But all right, we move.
Tech to the V, V to the tech. Tech to the V.
As Toffoli now with the puck in the left corner. Luke Hughes trying to fight along here. Puck comes out in front, but Mangiapane will just calmly get it out of the zone. Flyers win 4-1. So now we got 45 seconds to go in this one. Devils looking for what literally would be a miracle and a half to score two.
The way this game is gone, I'm convinced.
Well, we'll see. As Jack Hughes now gets it top of the point to Nemitz. Over the left side to Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes throws it in front. It gets blocked by Weegar. Good block there. 30 seconds to go in this one. As now that puck is in the left corner. Both teams fighting for it, whacking at it. As Nemitz gets to it first. The puck bounces around. Then that puck is sailed all the way down back into the Devils' zone. And it'll be an icing here with 16.6. But nonetheless, the Flames are on their way to what was a well-deserved win. What does that make it now? How many in a row?
So they've won 6 of their last 8 games now on the road.
So they've won 6 of their last 8 on the road, and they are going to move to within 1 point of the 8th spot in the Western Conference. So
let's go.
The Flames certainly have done what they've needed to do here in New Jersey. And as for the Devils, despite getting your forward core pretty much at full strength, and despite having a really strong amount of opportunities, the goaltending fails.
Vanacek?
Huh?
I think they just Bronx cheered Vanacek.
Wow.
I could see that. Vanacek played like crap as the Flames, deservedly so, win this one 5-3.
There we go.
This was a fine game until the last 2 minutes.
Right.
Oh, Vanacek got his last save, and he actually made a stop. It's good. Good to see.
Hey, there you go. That's
good to see. Yeah, right. Exactly. So,
wow.
Yeah. So,
that was an entertaining third period.
For sure. That was, despite from my perspective with the Devils losing, I think it was a lot of fun doing this game. It was fun interacting with all of you guys. And it's great as always to interact with you guys on the chat as well. But any parting thoughts for anybody here after that one?
It's the wildest game I've seen.
Need another drink
all year.
I may need to start drinking after watching Vanacek.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous.
That was pure moron
you got anything?
behavior.
Pandemonium.
So, you guys can continue to talk about playoffs, and Noah, just be lucky it didn't come back to bite you in the end.
So for the next game,
I blame him. Calgary... I blame Kyle. He started that whole playoff talk, and he got me looped into it.
It's both of our.
Fair enough. So,
real quick, next games: Calgary in Long Island on Saturday at 1:00, and then, like you mentioned earlier, Neil Devils are in Carolina to take on the Hurricanes.
Yes. So we shall see how both teams progress here after this one. Lot to look at for both teams, I think. Maybe more for the Devils than really Calgary. It's just weird. But again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. As always, make sure to follow us on all social media platforms at hockeypodnet. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we go live for crazy games like you just saw the last 3 hours or whatever it was here between the Devils and Flames. But nonetheless, yes, as Connor said, smack the like button, smack the notification bell as well. Really do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody. Oh God, thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. Let's call it like it is. Nobody got the score prediction right because everybody who picked one picked the Devils. Great job, guys.
I did. I did.
No, I'm sorry. I meant in the chat. I'm sorry.
Oh.
In the chat. I'm sorry. You guys.
You're right, though.
I know. You got it. I'm sorry, Kyle. So, weird game, but a fun game nonetheless. But again, thank you to everybody for hanging out with us for this edition of Live Watch Along. We will see you in the next Live Watch Along. Everyone, continue to be the awesome people that you are. Have a great weekend. And as always, guys, Kyle, you already know what to do. Make sure to rock on.
Say something.